Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Justin Hollen podcast. Today, I got two guests that I don't think y'all ever seen them before, but you know, best barbers in Charlotte. You know, I had to fill some time. I had to pay them for 2 cuts each to get them here.
Nah, Richard.
This is Johnny. Miguel.
Yep.
How you doing?
Hello.
Chilling.
Yo, oh wait, this is what I was gonna ask. Somebody told me to ask this. If a dude is ugly,
right?
If a dude's more ugly, do y'all help him? Like, do you do better on the cut? Like, do you want to do better?
I don't think about it that deep.
No? Yeah, I don't think I do either.
So you do all cuts the same?
I feel like balding people who are balding, I try to look out a little bit. I'm a little nicer when I talk. Like, I don't know. That's maybe that, but not
if they're balding. But you don't tell them?
Like, nah. I mean, I'm gonna be straight
they
up
know
with
they're
you,
balding, bro.
But I'm gonna be like even more like, all right, so we could do this, we could do that.
Oh, like
maybe
offer like
you
more
feel
like
me? Like
types of
just
cuts,
a little bit more, you know. Everybody else, they got regular heads, so it's like you just, you know, what's up? You need a what? All right, cool. Like,
but now if they got like, what about the same thing for beard?
What you mean?
Like if their like beard is like, you're like, just
well,
go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like a lot of people who have somewhat like facial hair, and like that, yeah, bro, go ahead and line that up. It's like I can line it up, but it's not even there for me to line up. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of just.
You just gotta do it.
We just gotta deal. I mean, we just gotta kind of work with what we got, type of thing.
Customer's always right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, I mean, they're not right, and maybe in my eyes, but
but if that's what they want, I mean, who are we to tell them no?
I was gonna say if the customer's always right. If a customer comes in and he's like, "Hey, bro, can you line up my pubes?" Is there a price?
Bro, look.
I ain't no price.
So I told Miguel, like I told Miguel this story, and I think I told you this story too.
Nah.
Oh, bro, when I used to work at the other barbershop, someone like called the barbershop phone or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, I just wanted to see what kind of services you guys offer." I'm like, "Yeah, we cuts, beards, eyebrows, you know, whatever." He's like, "Oh, is that it?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, what kind of service were you looking to get?" And he was like, "Oh, like, down in my private area." And I was like, "Yeah, we don't do that, bro." He was like, "Well, do you know of any barbershops that might do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, you remember?"
Where at?
Yeah.
Yeah, bleep that out.
Yeah, bleep out
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, so I was like, "Yeah, nah, bro, I don't know of any barbershop that offers that service." And I was like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you go to like a Brazilian spot and get that, waxed or whatever. He was like, "Nah, bro, I want that razor down there." I'm like, "Yo, you wild, bro. Why would you want a razor down there?"
Like the straight razor?
Straight razor.
Yo, you ever got prank called? Like, besides that?
Nah, that wasn't even a prank call. I'm pretty sure.
You think he was dead ass?
No, he was 100% dead ass, bro.
For real? He didn't sound like a kid?
100%.
Fuck.
Nah, he was like so dead ass. Like, this was a grown man on the phone.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, we don't know any there's no barbershops in Charlotte that we know of that do that, right?
I don't
that we know of. Okay.
Not that I know of, no.
No, super. You don't think Supercuts does it? Or what is it? Great Clips?
I mean, maybe.
Someone from there, you might have to get their personal and they might do it, bro, cause shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, it's gotta... Would you use the same clippers? Cause I don't know cause like regular, like the clippers that like they be selling at the, like Walmart and Target for like your balls are not the same, right?
Like
it's
a lawnmower?
The hair
Nah.
Like that shit will fuck your...
Bro, that Manscaped shit that shit don't work.
He's throwing shots at Manscaped, bro.
Yo.
No, it doesn't work. I've never used it.
That shit said anti-ball snagging.
What?
That shit says it will not snag your balls.
Snag 'em?
Snagging your balls, gang.
Hey, bro. That shit, I took a shower right after. Not a good shower.
Oh, bro, I've clipped them, but like that shit is terrifying. I was like, nah, bro.
Nah.
I'm on the smooth nair grind. They got this like
the nair grind.
You know who was telling me about that? Hold on, I think Harvin was telling me about that.
He probably saw it in my fucking
I think
drawer.
It was there. I think it was one of my clients was telling me about it.
Yeah, you put it like it's specifically made for your balls.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, and you put it on there, leave it for like 6 minutes, and it comes off all the hair.
That's
smooth.
wild,
bro. I didn't know what that shit was. I thought that shit was shave gel. Like, bro, I don't know. Someone was like, "Yo, like, do that shit." It was already in my crib, so I was like, "Shit, fuck it." So I did it, and then when I went to go like shave it, that shit just started coming off, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And started burning and shit, bro. Nah, that shit was not
real nair.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, you must use like Nair in there.
Bro,
yeah, you don't do that shit.
Yeah,
that
bro, that shit burn, bro. Like
shit,
for like 2 days, I was like burning.
Yeah, Nair works like 30 seconds. Like,
yeah, shit. Bro. See, and I left it there, and I was like, yo, shit getting hot. I was like, what the fuck is shit doing that, bro? Like, then I don't know, bro.
Nah, that's wild, bro. Yo, I had a client that used Nair, and he thought it was shampoo. You know the little Asian homie? The short one, him. Yeah, he used that shit on his head, bro, and like
on his head.
On his head, he thought it was shampoo.
And then what happened? It was like most of his hair came off, or what?
Yeah, he said like he started like running his hands through his like scalp, and he just starts clumps of hair.
Damn. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, yeah. Bro, I would have thought. Oh my god. Wait, how did he bought that?
No, I guess
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ain't no shampoo go like that shit, right? It's like mousse the way it comes out.
Nair? No.
Well, I don't know about Nair. The one I use is like it's like like almost like a lotion, like a sunscreen.
Well, I don't know.
But I don't know Nair. Nair probably,
I think regular Nair looks like an actual bottle of shampoo. I've seen it. Yeah.
I thought, well, shit, the one I used had a fucking like whipped cream, like.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck were you using,
bro? Hey, bro.
Hey, nah, that's wild. Yeah, no, that's wild.
I was in sync on that. Nah, that's crazy.
Nah, you ever had a crazy request though? Like, what's the craziest request? Because besides that, that's pretty insane.
Yeah, but see, he wasn't in person.
That's true.
Like an actual request, like.
I'm trying to think. Too.
Yo, nah, I know. All right, so this stud.
Bring it a little closer. The mic. You just bring it forward, like toward it.
Okay. So, she wanted a lineup. Let's not even make it about stud or not. Like, I'm already getting canceled. But shout out to Drewski. But
shout out to Drewski. They out there sneak dick.
Yep. Hey. I guess.
If you a stud watching this, hit me up. Kidding.
He not.
I'm not looking for.
Hey, you don't discriminate, bro.
I don't. I
mean, it's still the same, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little muscular.
Still gotta get the clothes off at some point.
At least the bottom half.
Yeah, that's true. You can just put the hoodie on. Put the hoodie on.
She still got the Timbs on.
Type. Big stepper.
No, but Shorty, she didn't have a lineup, and she wanted me to give her a lineup, and she's like, "Look, I just want the spray," and I'm like, "Okay." So she's like, "No, nothing. Just spray my lineup on," and I was like, "All right, I got you." Yo, that took me like another 30 minutes of just going back spraying. Nah, drop it a little lower. Having to erase it with alcohol.
Oh, damn.
Just drop it a little lower. Spray it. I'm like,
damn.
Bitch, you don't even got a lineup. And you talking about I pushed you back. Terrible. She said I pushed her back at one point. And
with
I was
the
like,
spray?
I'm like,
I mean, I guess you could do that.
Like, I mean, I'm like, do you want me to just drop your shit a little bit? Like, you know, I got you. But like, that shit was not it. That was a crazy request. Because it's like, at the end of the day, you don't have a lineup. You want me to line up paint.
How long does that spray stuff stay?
Depends.
It depends?
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you wash your hair or something?
Yeah. I mean, there's some that last longer than others, but bro, I you know Rolls? So I got a client. We call him Rolls. He's got like rolls on the back of his neck.
I was gonna say he pull up in a Rolls Royce. Keep it.
I was like,
but I remember the first time he came to get cut with me, he was like super like tedious of like his hairline. He's like, bro, like I've gotten pushed back way too many times. I'm like, bro, I got you. And like his hairline itself, it was kind of hard just because he had like kind of a bald spot type of thing.
Okay.
So anyways, long story short, shape him up, hit him with the enhancements, hit him with the spray. I mean, not the spray, the hairspray afterwards, so it could last a little bit longer. He came back maybe like a month later. He was like, yo, bro, like you really got me right. Like that lineup lasted me like 3 weeks.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, he said he lasted him 3 weeks.
Damn.
I was like, bro, that shit should not last you 3 weeks.
Bro, that's just not showering.
That just means he's supposed to shower.
That's just
He's putting his head in like the bag.
Yes, maybe
the bonnet.
And even then, bro, think about it. If you're taking a hot shower, like
it's gonna steam up.
It's gonna steam up.
Homie ain't even sweat. He said no gym. 30 days, no gym.
Yeah, but 3 weeks. That's what he said. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, girls do that too. I think with makeup sometimes.
What? Not shower?
I mean, I don't think that's like promoted.
Or not like, shower. Yeah, like not.
That's like low key dirty, just as dirty as that. I would assume.
Yeah.
Low key, I'd say that's dirtier.
Yeah. That's your whole face.
That's your whole face. Yeah.
That means you're not washing your shit.
Yeah, because
like,
your shape up is just
teeth,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
bro, even when you brush your teeth, you get a little water here and there. If your shit does not come out, bitch, you ain't even brush your teeth right. Like,
not even drinking water.
Yeah, nah. They put like a dog cone around their mouth. Like, you're not. Yeah, nah.
Yo, imagine the dog comb around the head, the bonnet, just fucking.
Nah, bro, that's not it.
Nah.
Damn, bro, for 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Nah, bro, like being a barber, you realize how like unsanitary people are.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hygiene.
Bro.
2025, y'all need to start keeping up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'll
gotta do better.
Wash your ass.
All that.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
All that.
Gum.
All that.
Deodorant. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, do you be if like somebody gets under like the little cape thing, and if like have you ever like taken it off and then you're like, damn, like you got hit by like a whiff?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I have.
Nah,
nah, not me.
Sure. Real shit, I came in this last week. Remember I was.
Oh
like,
yeah.
yo.
He was telling me. Yeah.
But it's like, look, I get it. You just come from work. Fuck it. All right,
Mm-hmm.
cool. You know what? I ain't gonna say shit. Cause you know what? Maybe after a long day of work, I'm a little musty, and I'm over here lining you up.
Mm-hmm.
Got my fucking arm open, all up in your shit. So you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop.
Just put baby powder on.
I mean,
I got deodorant there.
Huh?
I keep deodorant in my shit. Yeah.
Bro, baby powder low key kind of. I mean, I don't think it works for the smell, but like that on
Keep
the,
it dry.
on the balls.
Yeah.
I heard that shit gives you cancer though.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh, you know what? I think
there's
I did
a
hear
brand
about
that like
What,
supposedly
baby?
don't like
Johnson and Johnson.
It's called chassis.
That one does give you cancer.
It doesn't. It doesn't supposedly.
I think I heard about that. Now I think about
Supposedly, baby powder like makes you like not be able to have kids
it. Oh. Hmm?
That's a first for me. I haven't heard that.
because of like some alkaline. Maybe I was just on
Oh,
like
the talcum powder.
Yeah, some shit.
Something in there does it. I could see that. I be thinking about that shit too.
At this point, bro, everything gives us cancer. We can't even drink bottled water no more.
That's true.
Microplastics.
The microplastics
and
in your
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
the taint is shrinking and shit.
The taint.
Yeah, you heard about that?
What you mean?
Like apparently, like men's taints are like shrinking.
Was it like your gooch?
Due to what?
Yeah, your
though?
gooch, huh?
Due to
Due to
what?
like microplastics and
Word?
like soy. And shit
I've
like
I've
that.
heard of like fertility counts and like
Yeah, I've heard that.
fucking
Fertility
what's like even
Testosterone.
Like, yeah,
Testosterone,
like that shit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hop on the TRT real quick.
Don't do that. Then you really can't have kids.
Yo, shit.
Yeah.
Look at Messi, bro. Messi shit. Remember he was like a midget supposedly. Like when he was a baby, he was a midget,
Right.
and then they gave him like steroids because he was mad good at soccer. I might be fucking this shit all the way up, but
Hey, fact check my
but
mans
I'm
real
pretty
quick, bro.
look. You can look it up. I'm pretty sure.
Did Messi do steroids?
Messi did steroids so he could become like a regular height. Homie's like 5'6", 5'7".
Yo, I don't think steroids make you like taller, bro.
Nah, because he was
Oh
about
yeah,
to be a
they
midget.
were.
See?
Yeah, they were injecting HGH, which is like a type
See?
of steroid.
The homie
That's
was
wild,
bro. He was
That's
built in a
wild.
lab, bro.
Damn.
Bro's Captain America.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Low-key, bro, I want to have like just one son and just put him on that shit. See what happens.
Put him on that
See what happens. Make
Some
a
Captain
super,
America shit.
Yeah.
That's why you get 3 sons.
Exactly. You
Try
get-
with the first. If it don't work, go to the second. You at least got the last one.
Mhm. And then the last one you just don't mess with.
You mastered it by that point.
Oh yeah, you have mastered it. Yeah.
Type.
You can make an army.
Shit.
That's what happens. But then, if you have it reversed and you have 3 girls,
Then what?
I don't know if I want three girls.
That's
It's a lot. You're gonna fuck.
You gotta-
Statistically, you're gonna fuck up on one of them. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
they just gotta be
Probably.
professional athletes. If they're like, that's the only women that you don't really be hearing like crazy like that.
Depends on the profession, though.
WNBA players. Look at Angela Reese. She got a McDonald's meal.
Okay. Yeah, but like you don't
If
want
she
them
were to
go-
do some other shit, like
What about Brittany
they'd be
Griner?
like, damn,
Yeah. What about Brittany Griner?
fuck Brittany Griner.
Wait, Brittany
Type
Griner.
shit.
Which one? Wait, Brittany
That's
Griner
the
is
one that we
basketball player.
traded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
for
did
the
that crazy
fucking-
trade, bro.
Yeah, that was an insane trade.
That was a
bro.
terrible trade.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like military. dudes
Homie's
that are,
name
like,
is the
stuck.
Merchant of Death.
The Merchant of Death.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
bro.
how many people you got to kill to be the merchant?
I think
of
she dunked like one time.
death.
Like,
Bro,
Nah.
Putin was laughing.
That's crazy.
He finessed.
Hey, listen, man.
He finessed.
I
that shit
guess.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all want to do the shot or not game?
Sure, why not?
How that shit go?
All right, we're gonna play another game, a shot or not. Everybody's favorite segment. It's a game where we take a shot of something, that I don't think you guys have had. Okay. Hopefully you haven't. And then we're going to decide if it's a shot or not. Right. This is called the Devil's Reserve.
What is it?
It's tequila.
Okay.
Nice.
With it?
I've never seen it before. I think it's Happy Cinco de Mayo.
That looks like a special bottle of like Fireball.
Facts.
It says tequila. We're gonna hopefully I can.
Y'all ever heard of absinthe?
Yes.
You drink that shit?
I'm pretty sure. Wait, isn't absinthe like a moonshine type shit?
Yeah, but it's like from England. Supposedly, I don't know. I've heard like some of that shit. Like it gets like up there, like 160 proof. On like.
Oh, it's green. This is green shit. I think I have had absinthe. Yeah.
I know some of that shit's not legal in the U.S. So you gotta go to Europe. No, not 160. I don't know. I don't know the number.
I'm sure it's probably. I mean, sure, there's probably drinks that are illegal or something like that. I think I have had.
It was like some British people that they had that shit. Like they be making it out there.
The British be up to no good, bro.
Fuck it. Devil's Reserve.
The Devil's Reserve. We're gonna try it, see if it's any good.
All right.
And decide.
If I fuck with that shit, they should sponsor you.
It smells crazy.
Hell no.
Damn, bro. And that's like from out the freezer.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, though.
It should be better.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you got a whiff and it's like that out the freezer, okay?
It's not bad, but I will say...
Out the freezer.
When you take a whiff, you'll know. You'll know what it is. When you can probably smell it from here.
It actually smells kind of fruity.
It smells a little...
It smells like watermelon.
It smells like jalapenos.
Nah, yeah, that's what the fuck. I knew that shit immediately. I was like, what the fuck?
What, jalapenos?
Yeah,
it smells like jalapenos.
I smell like fucking like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
I smelled that this time.
Yeah.
No jalapeno?
Nah.
The first whiff I smelled jalapeno. The second time I got the Jolly Rancher.
Like watermelon Jolly Rancher, no?
Okay, yeah.
I got a little bit of both of that.
A spicy watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Not the spicy part, but...
No?
I don't know. Nah.
No?
All right.
I mean, but you're also, Hispanic. Y'all don't really... You're used to spice.
No, it just said he's Mexican.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're Mexican. I didn't want to misgender you. All right.
Yeah, bro, because not all Hispanics can, like, handle spicy food.
Fuck no.
That's sweet.
That was sweet.
I told
you. It wasn't bad. I thought it was going to be spicy.
No, it's smooth.
I thought it was going to be spicy.
Right. Is it like a flavored tequila?
I don't think so. It just says... with natural flavors. Who knows what that means? I actually don't even know what the proof is. I don't know. I can't see.
That tastes sweet, bro.
It was pretty good. I would say
that's a shot.
A shot?
That's what you're into, yeah.
I'd give it a shot too. You? You give it a shot?
What you mean?
Like shot or not?
Like you would
drink it
again?
Would I drink that shit?
Yeah, you would?
Yeah.
And that shot already hit him. He said,
I did
Oh, it's made in Jalisco. Oh, this is Jose Cuervo.
Shout out to Jalisco.
Yeah, it is Jose Cuervo.
Okay. True. All right.
Yeah, good. Listen, go buy it. Go tell your family, your friends, buy it for your niece and nephews.
That's like a shorty drink.
Yeah.
You give that to your girl.
Mm-hmm.
But like if your girl like low key like she done leveled up from like the Smirnoffs and shit, she's like, alright. Yeah.
The Smirnoffs?
That little
There's like tiers, I feel like.
What do you mean?
Like of what girls drink.
For sure.
There's the shorties that drink like the sweet drinks, like the Smirnoffs and the Twisted Teas and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's like the other shorties that drink like Modelo's and fucking, you know what I'm saying? And there's the girls that drink
Henny,
Patron.
And then there's the girls that drink plastic bottle vodka.
I don't know any of those, honestly.
Yeah, Buzzballs.
But
Buzzballs
kind of goes with Modelo's. Those like bitches who drink Modelo's definitely drink Buzzballs.
Yeah.
But not all bitches who drink Buzzballs drink Modelo's. So.
That's true.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a different breed if you drink Modelo's and go to Hottie Pails
type shit.
Or whoever drinks vodka's like not okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's a group of girls out there that only drink vodka, and it's like
from the plastic.
I mean,
that plastic bottle of vodka.
That $10 vodka bottle.
I think that's probably like. Have you ever had like that? Like that?
Nah.
What? You gotta try it. You gotta experience it just to see how disgusting it is. It's terrible.
Fuck no.
I blacked out.
Rum out that of like.
But like at the same time, it's like how bad could it be?
What do you mean? How
like
bad
plastic?
could it?
Yeah, like as far as like how fucked up you can get, because I mean vodka's vodka at the end of the day, whether it's high quality vodka or shitty vodka,
I mean, it's
right?
gonna get you fucked up.
It's
Regardless.
gonna get you-
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like
Quality though, like I don't think it could be good. Like think about it, alcohol in a plastic bottle,
Right.
like that shit got to be deteriorating. That plastic.
it has to be.
Yeah,
That's
like
why you
that
can get it
shit-
for like $8. Like
You
there's
feel
Skull.
me?
It's called
Yeah.
Skull vodka.
That's like that
Skull,
wino
yeah.
shit. Like you just see them on the fucking corner of the street, just like.
The what?
Like you feel me, like the crackheads, but like they're not crackheads, they're just drunk.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like, those
yeah,
people
yeah.
drink that shit. Like in my eyes, plastic bottle. That's why I just associate.
Those people drink it, and 18-year-olds drink it. Because
Yeah.
it's you can
16-year-olds.
Yeah, well, yeah. I drank it at 18. I was in the military. Because you can get like a big ass bottle, like a 1.75 for $8, $10.
Jesus Christ.
And you're good for like a month when
That's
you're 18.
insane, bro.
Would y'all start drinking with?
I remember the first drink I ever had was a Jim Beam. It was vanilla Jim Beam.
Was that whiskey?
Yeah, it's whiskey or bourbon. Yeah, one of them.
Yo, you're kind of classy, bro.
Why?
Because you started with that.
Well, I was forced to drink it. I was in the military and they forced me to drink it.
How'd they force you? They held that M16 to your head and said,
Yeah.
"Motherfucker, drink."
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna haze you if you don't drink. I was like, okay, I'll drink.
What was yours?
Mine, I'm 40.
Huh?
Miller High Life. 40 ounce.
Damn,
Bro, you drinking 40?
Like
Now
my
that's-
first drink that I was like, I'm gonna get. Yeah. Like,
that you bought yourself.
I mean, like, all right, because I'm saying, like, growing up, you know, like, even as a kid, like, you know, like, your grandma dips her finger in the fucking Modelo, you know, gives you some. Like, even, like, for the babies and shit, you know, everybody does that shit. But, like, I'm saying, like, my first. Hey. But, like, the first time I got, like, a drink, like, yo, buy me that. Like, yo, homie,
Like,
I'm gonna give you some money.
okay.
Buy me this shit real quick. It was a 40.
Okay.
That shit was $2. You get 40 ounces of beer.
That
I'm
is
not
true.
about to buy a
Yeah.
6-pack. I'm gonna get drunk off like a third of that
That
shit.
is true, yeah.
Yeah. You?
I just probably like a Modelo.
That was the first drink you had?
I think so. I don't even remember if I'm being honest.
Dude, I hated beer. Like, when I first,
I
like...
definitely forced myself to like
same.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to train yourself to like.
No, you definitely do,
like,
bro. Yeah.
You don't. No one just grew up like, all right, one day I'm gonna try beer and I'm like, I fuck with this shit like immediately.
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah. See, like, you know, all the homies is drinking and then you get to drinking. You're like,
You're not about to make no face.
yeah, you can't. It's just like, fuck
Just
it, we
go
gonna get it
chug it.
popping.
And you're like, oh, what is this?
As
Nah,
the
this
next, you know-
motherfucker is the one who got me drinking beer. I'm not gonna lie.
You got him drinking beer?
Yeah, when I first got to the shop,
Thanks. Cause I ain't drinking no beer.
before that,
Not like I did, just to get fucked up, but I hated that shit. I would have to go get drinks and shit, like just
Just
shots,
keep going
whatever.
once you start.
And then
drinking
once
beer.
it's like, all right, there's no bottles, let's drink some beer.
Yeah.
You feel me? But nah, once I start hanging out with this motherfucker,
nah, bro,
we-
chill. That's not who I want to be known as, bro.
I mean, he don't drink no more. He Christian.
What? Nah, bro, not even. Nah, bro, it's just beer, bro. Like that shit gets you fat,
It
bro.
does. It gets you bloated,
Yeah.
and like you feel so full. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
nah,
bro.
bro. Like it gets you bloated. Your face gets puffy. Like it's just, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean, bro weighs like 100 pounds. He's straight.
Yeah, you're fine.
carbs. I need it.
Yeah, drink it up.
Bulk
Drink
season.
up. Drink up. Nah, I prefer liquor over beer for the most part.
Yeah, now I do too, for sure.
I'm just too impatient. So then, like, I get like, I don't know. I just want like another one. But then if I like do that with liquor, you know, that shit gonna get you fucked up. So beer is like chilling.
That's what you're saying. But you just gotta drink it straight. The liquor straight. Not
When I-
shots.
Straight, yeah.
Shots will.
It depends on the weather though. When I do drink liquor, like wintertime, I fuck with whiskeys and shit that's gonna make me warm. Summertime it's like tequila, you know. That's it. Warm weather is tequila.
Hot boy summer.
Type shit.
Hot girl summer. No, I can see that.
City
okay.
boys up.
Yeah,
Nah.
I feel it's like it fits with the vibe or whatever. You see it's snowing outside.
Then you gotta think,
homeless
bro.
niggas freezing to death. And you're like,
Type shit.
That's why they drink whiskey. You ain't never seen the homeless dude. Look, and vodka.
that is true.
You either gonna be warm or you just gonna be too fucking drunk to realize it.
Yeah.
I mean, they drink vodka in Russia.
Some Frank Gallagher shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, Russia be. Look up what's like the lowest that shit has ever gotten in, or like where people live. Like
Coldest place in Russia.
that shit. That shit gotta be
It probably
bad.
gets.
You watched that
cold.
YouTube documentary about that shit?
Which one?
It was like the coldest place that like people actually like live and fucking have like community and shit in.
Oh, I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah,
I didn't click on it.
Like
I remember the.
Nah, but that's a crazy video. Like
it's minus 96 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus. Whoa.
Is
minus 96.
That's the coldest. Minus 96 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the coldest inhabited place on Earth.
Jeez.
Like people
Bro,
live
I'd
there.
kill myself.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, that's crazy. But the thing is, like, imagine
Fuck no.
being in that and then going to like Africa the next day.
You
Like
die.
you probably would die. Yeah, your body
yeah.
be like, what the
There's definitely die.
Yeah, nah.
But I wonder what temperature is like. Like if you out there like negative 96, like what temperature are you like shirtless and like a t-shirt? Like
I don't think you
zeros?
could. I don't think you could live there. Like that's probably uninhabited.
No, he
no,
said
it inhabited.
It said inhabited?
Yeah, people live there.
That might be the place that I was talking about.
It's called Oya Mayakon.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was there.
Cause it has like this picture. Yeah, the coldest place. It has like this picture of this lady.
Bro, people. I'm not too sure if it's at the place or not, but the YouTube video that I was talking about, like, bro, these people leave their cars running like 3 to 6 months, just like at a time.
Just leave it running.
They just leave it running. Yeah, because if they turn it off, bro, all the fluids inside the car freeze and the engine gets fucked up.
Bro.
And the guy in the video,
You can't even have a horse either.
why the fuck would you want to have a horse?
A horse?
I mean, think about it. Before cars, like people in rural areas, I'm assuming if you're living in a negative 96, you're not building a city around that shit.
I mean, who knows? Bro?
Nah, bro, they're not about to have no New York City negative 96 degrees.
And negative
bro.
96 degrees.
No, that's true. I don't know because yeah, they're not. Maybe they're right.
How did you get there? Like you just decided, I'm gonna walk this way.
They must have. That's a good question.
And then also, what type of shit are you wearing? Like we got North Face here, right? Like we got shit that's like,
They probably got some crazy shit.
Bro, they probably wear
bro.
bear. Like bear
like
fur.
real bear,
Like chinchilla.
They don't got no chinchillas up in there. And think about how
Chinchillas?
hard it'd be to export a chinchilla to the
bro.
fucking...
Bro, chinchilla's like the warmest kind of shit you can get. That's why it's so expensive.
Really?
Kodak was in the video. He was like, I got all my kids dripped out in rabbit pussy fur.
Shout out Kodak.
I think polar bear fur is the warmest.
That would make sense.
You know how big the motherfuckers are?
That would make sense.
Polar bears? Yeah, fuck that.
That's a 12-foot, 3,000-pound animal.
And bro, one polar bear versus 100 men.
No, bro.
Oh, no,
We're
yeah.
getting fucking demolished. The polar bear would like grab one person and then run away and eat it in front of everybody and then do the same thing. And everybody be like
99 other men that are...
But I mean, that's also 3,000 pounds. He could literally run at 100 people.
3,000 pounds.
Bro, look up a polar bear's about 3K.
Nah, bro.
Look
when
at
I
the
looked
polar
up how
bear.
much like a full-grown like male silverback was, it's like 340 pounds.
But I believe.
I was gonna say because but silverbacks are different because they're smaller but they're super like compact. But bears are a lot bigger than bears a lot bigger than gorillas.
What's this saying?
Like if a bear stands up, it's like 9 feet.
The biggest that a polar bear has weighed is 1,760 pounds.
I said 3,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It's 25 miles per hour. Fuck that.
Nah, bro. It's
1,500?
crazy how fucking fast some of these
that's
animals
2
can...
fridges.
Huh?
That's like 2-3 fridges
What?
compacted into one thing,
Like
running
weight-wise?
at you. Yeah,
Oh.
weight wise.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, polar bear would fuck. You need at least like 250 men, I think.
Nah.
More?
Bro, you tripping. That's way too many, man.
Huh?
That's way too many. 250 men?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, but
Because think about it, there's a limit on how many men can be around the polar bear at one time.
I think it all comes down to strategy too, because no one like if we all it don't matter if it's 250, we all go just start swinging on this shit. Think about it. When you see a gorilla play with each other, you see any of these animals like fuck around with each other, they fucking push the shit out of them, scratch the shit out, bite them.
Right.
Think about how thick that skin is. Like that, they're not like us. We could hit the shit out of them. It's not gonna be nothing to them.
That's true.
That's true.
So it's like I think the only way you could even argue 100 people versus an animal like of like that type, dog pile. The first 50 people gotta die. Like you gotta outweigh them.
Yeah.
That's really all you
Just
could do.
hold it down.
Yeah, because if 100 men, let's say the average male weighs what, like 180?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, multiply that by fucking 100. That's 1,800. That's like barely coming close to how much they weigh.
No,
Exactly.
It's
So one bear would be
18.
equal.
It'd be 18,000 pounds. We could jump on that bitch.
18,000?
Yeah.
But think about how many people gonna die.
100? Yeah.
Everybody
okay,
gotta be
yeah,
ready
yeah.
to die.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Like
true.
nobody like if it's a
Take that
simulation.
bitch on.
You feel
We got
me?
it.
I think if I was in the scenario, I'd be like, fuck it. to the death.
Yeah, bro, absolutely.
No, I'm walking away.
Leaving the other 99.
Bro, I'm gonna just be like.
No, bro. If you really put yourself in this scenario where you're in an arena and you're like there and with your homies, you're like, well, fuck this bear.
You're a bad friend. You're a bad friend.
Look, bro, if you grab all the homies, right? Y'all start drinking. Y'all start taking shots. Bro, pull that polar bear out, okay?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Polar bear? Nah, I'm
whichever kind of bear you
I'm
want.
with the gorilla, but I ain't never fucking with no polar bear game.
We got it.
That's why I said I think 250 for.
Oh, you seen that shit's hands, claws,
dude, the polar bear would slash through. Yeah, I don't.
Like they just go like, bro. Not even on some like them attacking shit.
Right.
Think about them literally just stepping on your foot. That's 1,700 pounds on your foot. You're just gonna be like, fuck, my foot just broke. And then you're already out the fucking fight. Right. You're not getting up to go back and look at this beast and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like 100 of us, bro, we got it.
I don't know. A polar bear, I don't think so.
I think we got it, bro.
I think probably. Damn. Okay, wait, hang on. Chad. Okay, this didn't break it down at all. It said 20 plus people could maybe
there you go.
Do it.
Need a fourth of that shit.
No, ChatGPT is dumb.
Bro.
ChatGPT is dumb.
A fifth.
They said they had to be trained.
But that's what, look up Chat's strategy. What would your strategy, ask Chat, what's your strategy to go 100 men versus a gorilla?
Pull out the stick.
100 men versus a gorilla or a polar bear?
Up to you.
A polar bear.
All right.
Because that's not fucking happening.
Yeah.
Because I think a polar bear.
Probably got it.
Like, what do you think is the hardest? Like, a polar bear is probably the hardest animal.
And we're going to be fighting on ice, gang.
To kill, maybe?
Nah, polar bear, nah. I would say, like, some crazy, like an elephant.
Well, elephant.
With your bare hands?
With your bare hands, it'd be like an elephant.
Elephant, for sure.
Or like a fucking whale.
That's true.
Bro, I'm just saying.
That's true.
Like a whale?
Bro, the fact
Trying to kill a
whale,
whale, bro, let's be honest. How the fuck we gonna kill a whale?
That is true.
You gonna fucking rip into its fucking porthole, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
you're gonna
not
have to like go through the blowhole and just start fucking.
Like, think about it,
Yeah,
bro.
you have to start. Everybody starts. Like,
Yeah, we would have to like
from the
suffocate it from the
inside.
inside
You have
out.
to go to inside of that bitch.
It would have to be that way.
Yeah. Okay, that would be the hardest. But like a land animal that's like actually a predator. Because an elephant isn't. I mean,
no birds, right? Because then just fly away.
Yeah, a bird would be fucking impossible.
Imagine
just
catching a fucking eagle by the neck, bro.
Bro, the eagle would take you. I'm pretty sure the eagle would pick you up and just.
For me, yeah.
Bruh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say the elephant. Like if they were like, you know, predators and shit.
Now imagine an elephant had fucking tiger teeth.
Nah, that's crazy.
That would be an insane combo. Yeah, this thing says, all right, it says to never fight it one-on-one. And so phase 1, the setup. Breaking the
see, I'm telling you, bro.
Breaking the four squads of 25. You have the distraction crew, the flankers, the limb grabbers, and the finishers. So the distraction crew runs in. They're all gonna die. That's terrifying.
That's like
as they're jumping in, the flankers close in from behind and jump on them from the back. And then the limb grabbers grab the arms and the legs. And then once it's pinned down or it's like stop moving, the finishers swarm in and on its head and throat and go for the eyes, nose, and neck.
Easy.
And then 20 to 30 men die.
Easy.
40 to 50 are maimed. 40 to 50 others are maimed or traumatized. So about like 20 dudes.
20 to 30. We straight. I'm telling you, bro, that's easy.
No, bro. No.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
we could do what Hitler did.
What the fuck did he do?
What you mean? Like all his soldiers were like fucking cracked out.
Like
they were.
I mean, think about it, bro. If you give 100
out.
men like some fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's crazy how they really like got cracked out.
yeah.
They're on meth, right?
But like,
Was it meth?
I think so. They were on like a certain.
Was it meth or coke?
They're like on amphetamines.
they were on meth.
Yeah, meth. Okay.
Because Germany, since they were allied with Japan at the time, Japan was the most advanced like country when it comes to like pharmaceuticals and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So once they had that contract, I feel like it was a few years in already. Hitler was like, "Yo, send me that shit." He hooked everybody on drugs. Now you can't get cold. They probably just ain't feel it. They was high as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't get cold. They ain't have to eat no more. And they stayed up for 3 to 4 days at a time. So it's like...
They cut their resources down by like...
Shit,
Damn.
a lot.
Yeah.
No wonder they were fucking niggas up. Yeah, they were on a Pervitin, which is like a methamphetamine.
That also fucked them up though, because at the time the only like numbing agent I believe was cocaine.
Yeah, they were on also D9 DIX. It's one of those, but it's like a drug mixed with 5 milligrams of oxycodone, 5 milligrams of cocaine, and 3 milligrams of methamphetamine.
Oh fuck no!
Bro, they were fucking like, super soldiers.
You ever heard of Tusi?
Tusi, yeah.
I think that's that's some shit like, cause like that's just like all of them combined.
Yeah, in one, right?
Tusi.
Yeah,
it's a drug.
It was
the pink shit.
TUSS.
Oh, pink cocaine. Some of that.
So I think yeah, but it's like
mixed
known
as pink cocaine. Yeah.
Yo, there's a barbershop named that shit.
Oh yeah.
After that shit, like what the fuck?
Nah, it's spelled differently though.
No, how you?
It's called Tusi. TUSI.
SI.
Yeah.
Okay, remember it.
How's the barbershop?
TOOSI.
We had a homie out there.
Shout out to him. Damn, that shit had ketamine and MDMA. Also, it would sometimes contain cocaine, methamphetamine, oxycodone, caffeine, and cantonines.
Jeez. That's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Damn. You'd be unstoppable, I think. I think if we got 100 men on that shit, we could take down a polar bear.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
We could take down the fucking elephant.
But they'd have to be like in shape people, because it's not, you're not about to get crackheads that's just already off the shit. Like 30 meth heads, they don't have no teeth, you can't bite. Yeah. Fucking, they're like skinny as shit. You can't. That gorilla.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I've met some like really strong, skinny people.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like you ain't never met no one like that, like in the military and shit. Yeah, like skinny people that are like actually like freakishly fucking strong.
Yeah, I've met a couple dudes that have like they have really strong like grip strength. Yeah. Like trying to like wrestle them or something like that.
You know what he did?
Why?
I said you know what he did.
What?
He got that crazy grip strength. Been practicing.
Practicing what?
He ain't never seen a pocket pussy. That's all I'll say.
Bro, yeah, just going in on his fucking right hand is just swollen.
Bro, crazy. Like that one episode of Family Guy, bro, when Quagmire found out like internet porn.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know about that. No.
He ain't leave the house. He ain't leave the house for like 3 days.
Yeah, nah, bro. He came back out and his shit was swole, bro.
His arm is like arm or whatever.
Yeah. Shout out Quagmire.
Bro, that's a freaky ass.
No, yeah, Quagmire was a terrible person, bro.
Dead ass.
Is that like the worst character?
Not Herbert the pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
I think he saved Chris from the house from the
fire.
Yeah, he took him back to his crib.
Yeah, just to go.
They're like, yeah, he deserved that.
Yeah.
But is that the wildest character of all time?
In that show?
No, just in like of all general? Shows, all movies in general.
Like cartoons?
Anything, any character. What's the like craziest character that's like you've ever seen? 'Cause he's up there.
He's definitely up there.
But like animated shows, right?
You say animated. I don't know. What would you think of what would be a real life character? Not real life, but like
Frank Gallagher's up there.
Nah, but he wasn't
like real life.
Yeah, he was wild, bro, but he wasn't like molesting kids.
No, but true.
Well, yeah, like I guess animated or
you ever
either
seen
animated
Prison Break?
or like in a movie or something like that.
You seen Prison Break?
Uh-uh.
Okay, never mind.
In a movie, like some Human Centipede shit.
Yeah, yeah, he got it.
Oh yeah, that dude.
He got it.
The Human Centipede dude, the dude that like organized it, right?
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah,
he got it.
You gotta be sick, bro. Like, who just thinks of that?
I seen that shit as a kid, bro. That shit traumatized me,
that shit was bad. You seen it?
Yeah, I saw it when I was like.
You saw all 3 of them?
No, I think I saw the OG one. There's 3?
There's 3.
What's in the second and third one?
Well, which one did you see?
The one where it's just 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Then I didn't see the first one. I think the second one.
The fuck?
The one that was in black and white?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what made it creepy, because it was all in black and white. And then at the end, that bitch stepped on her fucking baby. Yeah. She was pregnant. And then she got the key somehow. She was leaving out that bitch, versing, fucking pushed, and then the baby came out. She had to step on the gas to get away from homie. And yeah, bro, like she fucking stomped on the fetus. That shit was gross.
Is that the craziest one? You seen all 3?
Nah. But I know the third one is like they're in prison, so it's like all the prisoners.
I thought it was like it's like a big circle, right?
Yeah,
I saw a clip of that.
Yeah. That's like the last one, I think. I didn't see that one though. I barely saw the first two.
Yeah, I only saw the second.
Bro, that first one was fucked. I'm sure. Who came up with the idea for that movie?
Bro. Yeah, bro, people do weird shit though.
Yeah.
Who came up with Human Centipede? That's what I want to know because that's an insane. Yeah. Yeah, go for it, bro. Who came? Tom 6 came up with Human Centipede 1, 2, and 3. Bro, that's okay. He's Dutch. He's a Dutch dude that came up with it. That's a
European people are they like their art. They're very out there, forward thinking.
Yeah.
You ever seen Pan's Labyrinth?
I don't think so.
It's not really a scary movie. The fact that it wasn't a scary movie, I think, made it kind of creepy. It was kind of like a Narnia type of shit.
It's like it's the guy with the weird
the hands
on his eye. Who made this? You know,
Benicio del Toro. He's done a good bit of movies.
Oh, what is he, Spanish?
I think he's like Spain, European.
Oh, he was the one that made that movie about the fish, right? There's like a guy that falls in love with a fish or something like that. Have you seen that?
I ain't seen that, but I mean, that sounds like right up his alley.
Maybe not. I don't know. Have you seen No Country for Old Men?
That's the one. The fucking.
He's like a psychopath.
Yeah, but he had that shit.
Yeah, he had like the cow gun.
Yeah.
And he's like flip a coin.
Yeah, no, that shit was fucking creepy. Cause he was a weird fucking character. Mm-hmm. And I think that shows you how important a fucking haircut is.
Oh yeah, because of the haircut.
You know who else he was, right? You seen the Menendez brothers?
Wait, he's the dad. You talking about Javier Bardem?
Yeah,
that guy.
He's the dad.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And I was looking at him, and I'm like,
yeah,
I've seen homie before.
They did make him look creepy as fuck in that movie. Have you seen it?
What movie?
No Country for Old Men.
No,
that movie's good.
I think we put it at the shop, bro. So homie be out here killing people with the sheep shit, the shit to kill the sheep.
What type of haircut would you call that?
He had like
a hairstyle.
Remember Nez Declassified?
Yeah.
Remember Coconut? Yeah. Like that haircut, but in black.
Oh.
But he looks like Danny with that haircut.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What is that? Wait, is there like a name for that? Like somebody.
Bowl cut.
The bowl cut.
I guess. Yeah. That's a terrible haircut.
Wrinkles are.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst haircut.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's the worst.
What's the worst?
Double hairline. I ain't never had to do it, but that shit looks fucking garbage.
The what?
Double hairline.
The double shape up.
Yo, yeah.
Double shape up.
The double shape up?
So you get a shape up of a shape up.
How does that even work?
It was like popping in the early 2000s.
So you get like a lineup and then it's like
you know how you get a lineup? Like let's say you get that little pointy little shit,
little
right?
curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now imagine
C cup.
A little bit inside of that, it's another one. So then even your lineup, you got two lines everywhere. Everywhere you have a lineup, there's an outline of that lineup.
And it would go around. Have y'all ever done that?
I never did
that.
Bro,
I've done like a lineup of a lineup of a lineup.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hell no.
How?
Yeah.
Nigga look like
okay. Bro, that shit was not it.
It's like
Kanye had some shit like that.
Lineup.
So Kanye had some fuck shit.
So you have a lineup, and then you do a lineup of the lineup, and then you do a lineup of the lineup of the lineup. That shit was terrible, bro.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. This was at the old shop that I used to work at. It was like this old Honduran. He wasn't even old, bro. He was like maybe mid-20s Honduran dude. He came in and he's like, yeah, but he showed me the picture. I'm like, that's what you want? He's like, yeah, that's what I want.
That's the American dream right there. He came to America.
Free
he
will,
said, this
bro.
what the fuck I want.
You wanted that?
Free will.
I was going to say, I'm assuming you could probably keep going and end up making like a little like reverse cornrows, but it's just your hair.
What?
Like imagine you just got just
I mean, I guess.
You've seen the people who put like the waves in their head.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they'll line the waves up in their head.
Wait, what is that?
Like they
so
line
you can
up, like you know how waves look.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people line that shit up and made it look like waves, but this all design.
Oh, what the
Instagram's.
That sounds like it takes probably forever. So you gotta like cut each one like a little bit, like you're cutting it like a little bit or
shit.
something.
I
like
guess
that?
I don't know. There be some Indian people on Instagram, bro. They be wild.
They want to be, hey, bro. They want to be.
Yo, I've seen Asians with waves on Instagram.
Facts.
Asians with waves.
They be getting perms, bro.
Yeah.
Like crazy
okay.
perms.
Yeah. I mean, don't they already be doing that? Like
yeah,
perms?
but like imagine a permanent enough to like get waves. Or like think of an Asian person's hair.
Yeah, I think of my hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
then you get waves.
And I get waves.
I've seen them get your hair from his hair.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Like that type.
Dude, how the fuck you just
some crazy
perm it out?
I guess. I don't know.
Some chemicals.
That shit can't be good for your hair.
It's gotta be.
It's
cancer.
not.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well, neither is dyeing it red and blue and yellow and all that stuff. That y'all be doing.
Shit.
Horse. No. Oh, would y'all rather?
Oh man.
Would you rather have your Safari history leaked, or all your text messages leaked?
Safari.
Like all of your internet leaked, or your text
Safari
messages leaked?
ain't shit on my Safari, bro. Like
no.
Nah.
What about all your internet searches you ever done?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm cool.
Over your text messages?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your sex tape getting dropped, whether you have one or not, or all your text messages getting leaked?
I don't mind.
Which one?
Either or.
What?
I ain't.
He's like drop them both.
I ain't
drop them both.
I ain't got no shame, bro.
He's like, look, this is what I texted, and this is what I did.
Yeah, nah.
I showed up.
I guess.
You feel me?
What about you? Which one would you rather?
For which one? The first question?
No, the second one.
Sex tape or
sex tape or all your messages? Honestly, bro, I'd probably say my text messages.
Really?
Yeah, because think about it, bro. You know how many text messages like we send on a day-to-day like basis? Ain't nobody reading all that shit.
That's true. Unless they get ChatGPT, like summarize it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what's the freakiest thing he said? And they're like,
yeah.
Or the craziest. Text messages. No, I think sex tape.
Sex tape?
Maybe. It depends. Depends on what I'm doing.
Fuck it.
He want to start an OnlyFans.
Bro's gonna start OnlyFans.
Nah,
that's what he's coming out here to announce. Ladies and gentlemen, starting an OnlyFans. You went? Never mind.
Shit, if I made what they made.
Bro, they make so much money.
That's actually crazy, bro. They're making more than like people who save lives, bro.
They're making more than every
anesthesiast.
They're making more than like almost every job you can have.
They make athlete money. They make that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
They make athlete money for popping some fucking pussy. Like even the shorties at the strip club. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like they out there, at least they grinding. They pulled up to the spot. They doing their shit.
They put in like minimal effort.
It's still like all you had to do is really show up. Then the old dude better pull up, throw a few bucks. But it's like she had a workplace. You feel me? She Skyping you the pussy.
Not even.
Bro, they have like dudes overseas doing
this shit. Doing like messaging you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know but that's the thing. Who the fuck? They make this, but this shit gets me tight because it's like, bro, like as men, why the fuck are we like this? Because I'm not out here.
Yeah, we can't even be mad at them, bro. We should be mad at ourselves. Like, why the fuck are?
Because I'm not paying for that shit. So it's like for all these bitches to be multimillionaires.
Yeah,
that means
who's to blame?
Yeah, some
the
of us
fucking dudes out there.
Some of us are lying. All right, everybody. Apparently, no one's buying OnlyFans. That means somebody's out there buying.
Somebody's doing it.
No, they
bro.
buying, bro.
And they're doing it big time.
Big time.
Which is crazy because if you really want to see it, just like Google like it leaked and then you'll find it.
You can find anything on the internet, bro. Anything.
Who was it? I think it was Shoals. Well, you know, he got the Indian homie on the show.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, bro, India got 6 billion people. Because I think Shoals was trying to say like, oh, Indians probably use a lot of that shit or a lot of the income for that shit. Uh-huh. You feel me? But he's like, nah, bro. You think they pay for that shit? Like, that's 6 billion people. You don't got to worry about paying for that shit. The motherfuckers are all going to get that shit for free. And you know it.
Yeah, they're not paying for it.
They're not paying for it.
They'll get a job working for the person just to get the nudes and then be like, all right.
Yo, you think that's how that works?
Huh?
You think that's how that works?
Like if you work for them?
If you work for them, you like
it's
they're like, all right,
bonus?
here's a free subscription.
I'm sure some of them
people have done
it,
bro.
Right?
Which is crazy because if there's a dude out there working for free and he's just like, I'm getting her OnlyFans for free, but I'm working for her for free. Is that slavery?
I mean, it's trading services.
It's trading something. Yeah. I guess so.
But I mean, he is a slave. He's a slave to the fucking cooch. He needs to fucking. He needs to fucking. I don't know. Go to church, bro. Like fuck. Like.
Fine, God.
Bro, you out here wasting your time. Like think about it. 30 years from now, you gonna say, okay, what the fuck was you doing 30 years ago? Oh shit, I was just freelancing my fucking. I don't know, my services to this OnlyFans bitch.
Yeah, nah.
To see her coochie.
Imagine this on your resume.
Yeah, you think people put that shit down
For
like,
sure.
I'm sure.
as a reference and shit?
Yeah, it depends on who did it. Like if like
if it's big enough of a name.
Yeah,
in
big
industry
of a name. Yeah, and you're like, I edited her videos or I like did her social media. They'd be like, okay, well, come work for us.
She's doing good. You know, maybe you did something right.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
No, they probably be like, what the fuck is this freaky ass nigga? Until you get hired by like Mr. McMahon or
Mr. McMahon.
Because I'm sure he'll hire you. He'll
That
like,
McMahon was crazy, bro.
His scripts. I ain't never seen WWE, right? Like, I never grew up watching that shit.
Mhm.
But, like, all the clips that we got now that I be seeing, I be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that's what was on national television.
Like, you're looking at, like, older stuff?
Like all the, clips? Like, old, you've never seen, like, just the clips? Like,
that's what I was saying, yeah. Because the newer stuff is, like, a lot more tame. But back in the day, like, motherfucker, like, Randy Orton literally RKO'd, was it Triple H? He RKO'd Triple H. And then his wife came in or something like that. And then he RKO'd his wife.
Yeah.
And then he handcuffed Triple H to the ring. And then he kissed Triple H's wife in front of him. Like, what?
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
No, they did Eddie Guerrero dirty. See, like, that's, like, bad, but it's like,
with his son?
With his son, bro.
When him and Rey Mysterio, like, Rey Mysterio had Eddie Guerrero's son. Mm-hmm. And then Eddie Guerrero was like, nah, fuck that, I want my son back. So they had, like, a table, ladders, and chairs match. And it was like first one to grab like the briefcase had like, you know,
custody.
Custody and shit.
They were fighting for custody.
In front of
everybody.
In front of like the son. The son was there. Dominic was there.
But who was Rey like? He was his stepdad or something? I'm confused.
Nah, I think he was just like Eddie Guerrero's close homie.
Yeah.
And Eddie Guerrero was like, look, bro, like I don't know. I guess
I want you to take care of my kid.
I want you to take care of my kid.
And then he wanted his kid back.
Exactly. I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
All the WWE fans will let us know. I'm not too sure. But it's something along those lines, though.
Yeah. Dude, that's a crazy scenario. I mean, they got some good... Listen. They got some good scripts and shit like that. Like, some good storylines.
Oh, no, they definitely do it. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, what would they be doing to come up with that shit?
And I think about it, bro. Those storylines have been going on for fucking decades.
I know. Like, The Undertaker?
He's old as fuck. He gotta be.
I think he's done now. He's gotta be. Yeah.
Like John Cena, bro.
No way.
Oh, yeah, John Cena's on his last tour. I've been seeing that a lot on like TikTok. He's on his like he came back to wrestling and he's like the bad guy. He's like the heel.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember I had a client come and talk to me about that shit when it happened, the turning heel shit, because that's the only reason I know, because homie was so fucking hype. I was like, you be watching sports and shit? He was like, nah, whatever, basketball here and there. And I'm like, oh, what you watch then? He was like, mainly like WWE and shit. I'm like, oh, cool. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Damn, bro. He was like, that's not sports?
That's not a fucking... I mean, I guess. Nah, bro, you know what?
Some of them...
They gonna beat my ass. They gonna
look for me. WWE has some ride or die fans, bro.
They do.
Yeah, bro.
Like, there's some steppers for real.
I mean, obviously, it's like a... I just picture it like a real life performance. It's like a show, pretty much. But they do some wild shit. Like, they be jumping, like Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they did some wild shit back in the day.
I seen, who was it? Fucking, I think Mankind. You know Mankind? Like,
from back in the day.
Back. Like, it was like a rerun. And I seen him grab a cheese grater.
Oh, I seen that shit. Yeah,
I was like, yo.
That was like WWF, I think.
Probably.
That wasn't even WWE.
Probably had
to be, because that ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I think I sent you the shit, like the white, like the dudes who be, they get the light bulbs and they
yeah.
Is that the ones like they're amateur wrestlers?
Yeah, in backyards and shit,
bro,
barbed wire, all this type of shit. I'm like, they just trying to get the perks.
They are, but
trying to get some of that meth that fucking Hitler was serving.
Yo,
no, but once you get to the WWE, you're straight, bro. You just gotta start being in movies.
Oh yeah,
bread.
Yeah,
you gotta be like, bro.
You gotta be like the 1%, even for that. Like think about it. The only people in that industry that are in movies like fucking The Rock.
The Rock, John Cena. But I think the rest of like Randy Orton did movies and like I think.
Bro.
Nah.
He's in movies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, probably in them. Like, shit.
But like, obviously, they weren't career out of it. They weren't good movies.
John Cena was Fred's dad, though.
Who?
Fred.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, John Cena actually did a good. Yeah.
Bro said Fred.
Randy Orton was in his movie called.
He came out the fridge. He said.
I remember that shit. Yeah.
Forgot about Fred. Yeah, fuck. What happened to him and Nigga Hicka?
What?
Who?
Nigga Hicka?
Oh, the Asian dude. Ryan Hicka.
Ryan Hicka. Name now, probably.
I don't fucking know who that is.
You never seen Nigga Hicka?
How to be a ninja. How to be a this. How to be a like shit like that.
He was OG, like with who else was on YouTube?
Like Cholo Adventures and shit.
Who?
Boosie.
Yeah, like yeah, and who? What'd you say?
Cholo Adventures.
This motherfucker had the East Side server.
Nah, but yeah, you ever seen Cholo Adventures? Damn.
Nah.
Cholo Adventures?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never seen Cholo Adventures.
Oh,
you know
that's what they had the shit. Yeah. Nah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
On Vine. They used to be on Vine and shit.
I don't know. Probably. I didn't have Vine.
Oh.
It's cool, bro.
No? I don't know. I'm looking them up. But
y'all remember YG had a movie?
What?
YG had a movie?
YG had a movie.
What fucking movie?
It was on YouTube. It was like him, like, I don't know, he was clapping cheeks and shit. And then, like, he got back to his regular day in the hood.
What the fuck?
And then he went to go rob a house. Film? Yeah, it was like a short film.
Nah, bro, YG's wild.
I don't know. I just thought that because Cholo Adventures and shit.
Bro, what? What were you saying? We were talking about Ryan Hicka before that.
John
WWE,
John
like,
Cena.
Yeah.
And how they... Because I think some of them do movies, like The Miz. You know who The Miz is?
Yeah, I know who The Miz is.
Yeah, he did movies.
Sheamus ain't never been in no show yet.
What happened to Sheamus, bro?
I don't know.
I
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Sheamus was fine.
Is he?
He's a for-lifer for sure.
Yeah. Carlitos. You remember that?
The Italian dude.
No, he was he Italian? I thought he was Hispanic. No, he's Spanish.
You talking about the dude with the snake? That he fucking put on like a sleeve and to be a snake? You know what I'm talking
about? You're talking about, oh my God, what was his name?
He was like that?
Yeah.
Martino or something like that?
I don't even know.
He came dressed as a girl one time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I forgot. Martino.
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey, who's Carlitos?
Carlitos is the guy who used to eat an
way?
apple. And he would spit. He was like, I'll spit in your face. Like, he would spit in people's faces.
The fuck?
That was his finisher.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that. Like, I watched WWE up until, like, a certain point, but I don't know.
I mean, I stopped watching 20... I think I watched it from, like, 2008 to, like, 2011, 2010, something like that. It was, like, a peak, like, John Cena, Randy Orton, I feel like, era. But now I see it on my TikTok all the time because John Cena's back. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, he's collecting the bag right now, bro. Stupid bag.
Yeah.
Would y'all go to that shit?
What, WWE match?
Yeah.
To go
like
watch
see
it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But like if it was like the wrestlers that I grew up watching, cause like I'm not gonna lie, bro, I
would need to see the lineup or like the fights or something like that.
Cause not too long ago I was just scrolling like through the channels and shit, and I think it was like WWE was it Monday Night Raw, and I didn't recognize a single fucking wrestler.
Shit, that's how I feel when I watch the NBA now. I be looking at people, I be like, who the fuck?
Who is this guy? Yeah, I know like 10 people in the NBA. I'm like, damn, where everybody go?
Word.
Yeah. You see the one guy that was with there's Anthony Edwards, you know who that is? He was talking to Obama. And everybody's like, they're like, calm this nigga down. Because he was like...
He was basically like... They were like, oh, I heard, what's his name better than you? Or Obama said some shit like, oh, talking like your uncle, like... Oh, how are you doing? Good. And then he was like, shit, yeah, I'm doing good. He's like, but you're not better than him though. And he was like, shit, who said like he's like, I'm the truth.
He said you better stand down. I was like, bro,
Obama said that?
No, he said it to Obama. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Stepper.
I was like, sir, this man,
he ain't president no more. What the fuck you gonna do, bro? Like,
nah, bro, you still got fucking Secret Service with you like till the day you die.
Yeah.
The fuck they gonna do? If I'm Anthony Edwards, shit. If I could hoop like that, fuck Obama.
Damn, bro. He must be nice,
bro.
I don't watch basketball. I don't know.
That's true, because I mean, we did the same thing for Brittany.
Who?
Brittany Griner.
Bro, you feel me? Like,
and she can't even ball anywhere near as good as
bro,
him.
That bitch be pissed, bro. That shit, like, you don't get it, bro. Like, that shit, really. Like, I be talking to homie all the time about this shit, cause it's like, bro.
Well, what?
In what fucking world? Like, you know what? Maybe.
No.
Look, if I get fucking kidnapped, I want to go get kidnapped just so we can make a point. Like, if they don't come for me and they came for her bitch ass.
Yeah.
Like, then it's like, all right, because I get the whole thing is like, oh, we care for our American citizens and shit. Bro, you telling me we couldn't have found any other people? We could have done a package. Like, look, we'll trade this guy. He might be a little less than the homie. So, you know, some. Yeah. Bro, they did that shit quick. They said, all right, come on. Like, that shit was plotted out.
Bro,
that's wild.
They put that cart in her bag. Maybe it's not fuck Brittany Griner.
They did not put no fucking cart in her bag, bro. She brought that shit her damn self.
So if I'm going to Russia, though, I'm going to need a cart. Some.
If you go?
Bro, think about that shit. You think that shit's like gray every day. And like, look up Russian food. What have you ever heard of Russian food?
I haven't.
No. I would go to Russia, though. I feel like...
They only eat potatoes.
Potatoes,
bro. My client, he was like, "Your Miami got mad good Russian food," and I'm like, "What? Oh, what's Russian food?" Homie could not tell me. He's from there, and he was like trying to find something that was not potatoes, bro. I was just like, "Yo."
They do a lot of dumplings
in Russia.
I mean, it's border of China.
Oh yeah,
that is true. Have you seen like the people, like how different people look in Russia?
Like on the border?
Yeah, like
Mongolians.
Yes, bro. Like Russia is so big that they have like they basically are like the United States, but all the people are from there.
Right.
Yeah, it's like all these different races.
That's true, because some look Arab, some look like Asian,
and some look white.
You're
like, what the fuck is going on? Some look Native American.
That too, yeah.
They did come from there, I think.
But they don't all speak the same shit. Like, that's one thing that trips me out about countries like that. Like you know, fucking...
Like, you could be in a whole other part of the country and it's a whole completely different dialect.
Yeah. You know, like, there's countries with 30 dialects, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we're close to that, kind of.
Nah, but I'm saying, like, they have no, like these are like rural tribes, let's say.
Oh, like native to that land.
Like native to that land. They know a little bit to communicate, but they can never really communicate fully. Like, it's one country with like 30 different languages, and they're just like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, they just
like let's say if in Cali they spoke a completely different language than they do in New York. Like, not just different words, not just how they sound, but like a completely different shit. And you're just like, all right.
I mean, we'll probably get there eventually, maybe. Well, maybe not now because we got the internet. But like, you gotta think about, have you ever met somebody from like Louisiana? Like, if you talk to somebody from New York versus Louisiana, like that is pretty wide. Like how that, and we've only been around like, you know, U.S. only been around for like what 250 years or something like that, or like 300. So it's like, if you just like doubled that, they'd probably be speaking a different language. That is true. Like, you would not be able to understand Louisiana. You're like, what the fuck?
Or like because I've heard of the Bayou people like out there that they speak the Creole. But that's not English. They speak their language. But at some point, right, you see this even with Hispanic people coming to the country. You know, I don't speak Spanish as good as my parents do. Right. And, you know, my kids probably won't speak Spanish as good as I do. And look at Native people. Native people, like, dead ass. You feel me?
That's the most American thing you can do. Come to America and forget where you came from.
Type shit. Never.
Raza.
You'll remember that. No, your kids will be like,
no,
they'll know. But their kids...
Probably not. Yeah.
They'd be like, I gotta speak Spanish
like
around
second, third, fourth generation.
Are you gonna make your kids speak Spanish?
Oh, for sure.
Like, only Spanish?
Nah.
Okay, because I heard some people say that, like, they only want their kids to speak Spanish.
That's so stupid.
They tried with me. Shit, I still don't know Spanish. Nah, like, I know it, but like, he be hearing me like,
no sabo.
Nah, I sabo, but
I sabo. Like, I sabo, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. No, wait, so you would, but like mix it? Because I know like some people like they're like, I just want to, because I'll speak Spanish to the kids at the crib, and then they can learn English.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was kind of raised. Like at the crib it was Spanish, and then when I go to school it was English. And
it's still the same. Like, you'd be at the crib. Like, if you're at the crib, you speak Spanish most of the time.
Yeah, for the most part.
Nah, see, I spoke English. Like, my family, like my dad came young. My mom did too. My mom mad young. So
like, you're still first generation, but
Yeah, like my mom came at like 5.
Yeah, but they're raised here.
So my dad came at like 15. So he speaks great English. It's not like he has
Yeah, he has no accent. Like, you couldn't tell.
Then my mom though, she grew up.
Same thing with her.
Same thing, like more like me, like speaking like English and Spanish. But she's more on his side, like how he is, like Spanish at home, and then whenever you're at school, whenever people talking to you, it's English. So then me, I ain't there.
Yeah.
See, my parents are they don't even know how to speak English.
They're just straight Spanish.
Yeah. They understand it, but they don't really,
You gonna beat your kid's ass, they start speaking English.
Can you imagine? Get your fucking social services on my ass.
That is true. Because, I feel like we were kind of... I don't know if y'all were beat. I got beat a couple times. A little bit. But, like, kids now don't...
What do you, like, call beat? Or what do you classify as getting beat?
Belts. Like, no hands were laid. But belts.
See, I never really got
objects.
Nah, I normally was just, like, you get smacked on the back of the head or you just, my arm. But, like, nothing crazy. But it's just no belt. Like, we don't fucking tap, but shit, it wasn't a belt.
Yeah, nah, belts... You ever get hit with like an electrical cord?
Hell nah.
No, I have not. That used to be allowed, like in schools.
Bro, the teachers could whoop your ass.
I know.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
And the paddles and shit.
Bro, like if you were left-handed, you were fucked.
Wait, why?
Wait, I just nodded to that shit.
No?
Not even.
Like back in the day, bro. Like if you were left-handed, like if you were like in Catholic school, or like they'd fucking beat your ass because that'd be like a sign of like.
The
devil and shit.
Yo, but that's one thing though. Like you said, Catholic schools and anything with like church and shit. Like even back, like my dad, like he went to a really, really Catholic school, and bro, they made him kneel on rice. They would make sure you grow out your hair, so then if you like, they would pull on that shit and then be like, come over here, and then fucking hit you. They'd have your hand out, be like, hit you with a ruler and shit. Like,
damn. Listen. Hopefully we can get back to that with that new pope from Chicago.
Chirac demon. Not a demon. Yo, I'm going to help her out with fuck. I just called the pope a demon, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, he was probably friends with Kanye and shit. Like he probably knew King Von.
He was not.
No, you don't think so?
King Von for sure though.
Yeah, for real.
He confessed a few times.
He confessed a few times.
He's like, fuck.
That is crazy. We finally got our first American pope. We out here.
Yeah.
He gonna see. Hopefully, he brings it back to the old ways, the old Catholic Church.
Hey man, listen. I don't know.
I was listening, bro. I was like, yo, he about to drop some shit.
Nah, I'm not about to drop shit. Hell no. Nah.
This is a real Catholic though. This shit. Lent came, bro. He said, bro, what? You got ham on your pizza? I ain't eating that shit.
Chill.
Wait, what? You ain't ham?
Huh?
You can't eat meat on Lent.
Oh, on Lent.
Yeah, Lent. Yeah.
At all, right? But I don't understand.
No, you
just
can.
on Fridays.
It's just on Good Fridays or like
on
Fridays.
Yeah. But you can eat fish though.
Yeah.
That's what it doesn't register in my head why you can't eat meat but you can eat fish because a fish is meat, right?
I guess. I don't know.
It's an animal.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like meat is just anything that comes from.
But it's
animal.
different though, bro.
Why?
That shit in the water. It's cleaned all the time.
Huh?
I think it's like a purity thing, right? Like we all are land walking creatures.
Okay.
Bro, I'm talking on my ass for real. Like I don't know the Bible.
That's why I'm not even talking. I'm just listening to him.
But I'm assuming though, like like think about this is what they did back then. They would converse and think about why things were like the way it were. But shit, I would think it's a little cleaner. Saline is cleaner.
Yeah.
Salt water, shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what.
I know Jesus. They be dropping the Jesus fish, on the back of people's cars and shit. So I mean, it got to be something with that. I think he fished.
Well, he did fish.
He was a fisherman, right?
Yeah, something like that. He was I think it's because they're cold blooded, so it's like.
Is that what it is? Fish are cold blooded?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
They should be. They're in the ocean.
Yeah.
I feel like anything that's like, because they're not.
Facts.
They're reptiles.
No,
but, I mean, dolphins are
reptiles. Yeah, they're not
amphibians either.
What's it called?
Marine animals.
They're marine animals. Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is a
But
fish?
see, then dolphins are mammals though.
Yeah, but they gotta breathe there though. That's what it is.
Same thing with whales.
They gotta breathe there, yo.
Yeah, I think it says yeah, the cold. That's the biggest explanation, because in the 19th century they used to consider fish. They consider like fish were cold blooded, and they considered meat anything that was like warm blooded.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can eat snakes, I think.
I ain't no fucking snake.
No.
Nah.
What's the craziest thing you ever eaten? Have you ever eaten anything like wild?
Ostrich.
What the fuck? Where the fuck did you get ostrich from?
Atlanta.
Oh my god.
How?
I went to a restaurant.
How much is ostrich?
It wasn't much. It was like I went to like some Spaniard spot in Atlanta, and I was looking at.
Is there a Spaniard spot in Atlanta?
Ostriches in Spain?
I don't.
No.
Nah.
No. Okay,
but I mean, like Africa's low-key right there.
Yeah, it's true. Right across the.
But I don't think ostriches are right there. I don't know.
They just had ostrich.
They just happened to have fucking ostrich tacos, and I was like, that should be a fucking turkey for all I know, bro. But fuck it, we gonna say it's ostrich.
Good?
This shit was straight.
Yeah.
It tasted more like red meat though. It didn't taste like chicken. It tasted
really?
like
That's interesting.
Yeah, like red meat, like shredded red meat.
Huh.
I was like,
mean, it makes. I guess I could see that. They're in Africa, so they're different than chickens.
What about you?
Alpaca.
what the fuck?
Yeah, alpaca. Well, I went to Peru.
Oh, okay.
You was in Peru?
Huh?
Type shit.
Yeah, I went like 2018. Yeah, I think that's probably the weirdest shit. I mean, I'm probably eating like.
Yeah, gator.
I've had gator.
I think I have had gator. Yeah,
it's like, super chewy though.
Cause I went to Gatorland. Have you ever been there? You ever heard about that in Florida? There's it's an amusement park, but with gators.
And they sell gator.
Pretty sure I had gator nuggets. I think.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah.
And they were like fried.
I've had quail wings.
The wings?
Quail?
Isn't quail?
Yeah.
Is that
The
dog?
bird?
No, that's a bird.
It's a
It's
bird.
Yeah.
You said a dog?
No, I thought duck. I thought quail was a duck.
Nah, it's a type of bird.
It's a type of bird.
They're small, right?
They're small.
Yeah.
The wings are like this big, but
where are you
tiny.
at?
Nah, my dad used to work at a country club, so they used to like have all types of shit.
And they sell the eggs.
I was like, quail
eggs.
sounds like it's expensive as fuck.
That shit was good though.
Yeah.
That shit was good. Yo, I heard an ostrich, like the egg of an ostrich is like 36 regular egg yolks.
It's like
inside.
this big. I've seen the egg too at the farmers market here. They sell them.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, who the fuck? Where are these ostriches at?
Yo, they find me, bro. I don't know.
Bro, they come from Africa, Australia.
Oh, they're Australian.
And the Middle East, bro.
They live in
Yeah, they live in.
How the fuck did they end up all the way over there?
I'm pretty sure somebody probably brought one over there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that shit. Yeah, well, yeah.
Like the hippos. Pablo
yeah,
Escobar.
yeah.
Damn, I wish I could be that rich.
How the fuck did we get there though? That's what I be thinking about. I'm like,
how the humans get to Australia?
Like, you feel me? Or like, how the fuck did we get to like Alaskan Eskimos?
Bro, Pangea.
Nah.
Bro, Pangea was
that was a long time ago. That was before us.
Yeah, that was before humans.
Think about how many natural disasters would be happening in order to get to the way the Earth looks now from Pangea. Like, it's gonna be crazy as fuck.
The land bridge thing, I think there's that theory. That's how
the Bering Strait.
Is it Bering Strait? Yeah, over by like Alaska and Russia and all that. Yeah, they think that at one point when during the Ice Age was frozen, and then humans crossed it, and then they came down to America, and they came down to like South America and all that stuff.
Yeah, I heard that like because of like since they had the ice bridge, the water levels were higher or were lower. So there was a path to walk from like, because if you go to India, you could get to like kind of, I think like the Philippines area, or like, you know, you could work your way down the islands. You feel me? So it's like you're just hopping right there. And eventually they got to like Australia, because there's aboriginals out there.
Right.
There's people who have never seen other places. Like, you know, at some point the land just
kind of,
the water just went up, and they're like, all right, can't get back home. Like,
we're just rocking it here.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That like people were like stuck in one area their whole life. Damn.
When you think about it, that's low key the hood for
what? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. But if you have a phone or you know somebody with a phone, you know there's other stuff out there.
Oh, well, yeah.
But imagine like there was a time where like people were just like over that. They were like, "What's on the other side of that mountain?" They were like, "Nothing." Like nothing.
Some
is over
fucking
there.
Maze Runner shit.
I never seen Maze Runner.
Nah.
Like would you go to? How like if I ask you this, would you go to Mars?
Would I go to Mars?
Yeah, like let's say it's like let's say it's 10 year round trip. Would you go to Mars?
How the fuck would I go to Mars? I don't know. You'd have to tell me like some crazy shit that's out there. You'd be like, yo, if you go out there, like...
No, like would you be on the first like
5-year round trip? Fuck, bro. I don't even like being in a car for like 10 hours.
Yeah, but you're gonna be in a big ship.
Shit.
You're gonna be in a big ship. You can like they probably have. It'll be like how long you've been in Charlotte for a while, right?
Yeah.
You remember Plaza Fiesta?
Yeah.
Of course.
Imagine the Plaza Fiesta in the ship.
That's different though.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
I would get in that bitch. I'd be like, fuck it, let's go to Mars.
Let's go to Plaza Fiesta.
But that shit doesn't even work. Because if I'm thinking Plaza Fiesta, I'm about to go down that slide. I can't even go down. I'm going to have to fucking push myself down that bitch.
Yeah, but you would have to really sell me on that shit.
You wouldn't do it? No?
Like, if I know that Mars is, like, you know, what they show us, I'd be like, why the fuck would I want to go out there for 10 years?
No, you just go out there for 5.
Oh, for 5 years?
Yeah.
But
You live there for 5? How long is the trip?
5.
Like, to get there, it takes 5 years?
Yeah, and then 5 years there. And 5 years back.
So 15 years?
Yeah.
Fuck, no.
Yeah,
Nah?
Ain't no way.
Let me see.
Unless you tell me, like, I'm coming back home to fucking, like, 100 mil or something.
Could you imagine coming? I mean, you would come back and you'd probably be famous. So you would never, like, you'd be...
But think about it.
Yeah,
bro,
but if you're famous,
years.
you can, like, make money off your fame.
they kill you.
Hot
Yeah, true.
She's like a millionaire now. Oh, maybe not. She's probably going to go to jail, but...
We made it.
Oh, for the fucking...
The
coin,
the hot Tua coin.
Yeah, the coin.
I think it said...
Damn.
Oh, wait. Actually, I lied. All right, so let's say if they can do what they said they can do, which is, like, you basically have unlimited fuel, you could get there in 10 months.
All right. I got to live there 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years and come back. Just do it.
What am I getting out of it, though?
I don't know. You just
Just
get to
the
explore.
experience?
I would. You wouldn't want to explore Mars?
I
Nah.
don't give a shit.
No?
It's just going to be rocks and shit, bro. Ain't got no beer up there.
I mean, you can bring beer.
I'm going to run
That
out.
shit gonna
How much
explode.
like, 10 months worth of beer, gang?
Fuck. Nah.
I mean,
it'd be
And
cool,
gas.
but-
My gas going to dry up. Like,
Well, no. I mean, you have. Let's say like you have unlimited gas, so you'll know you're gonna get there and all that.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bud, bro. I ain't talking about shit.
Bro, I mean, you can. They what's it called? Don't they do it like in factories now, or like in warehouses and stuff like that? You seen that? Like people grow in warehouses, so you can just do that
Make
In
a warehouse
Mars?
out there.
on this like space station.
True.
Yeah, just do that.
True.
You'll be fine.
So when I get to Mars, will they kind of be like Earth? Like, I don't have to walk around with a fucking astronaut suit and shit?
No, we definitely gotta walk.
You probably gotta walk around. Probably. You don't know. It could be normal.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine you see
Why
an
the fuck would I want to
alien,
be up there
bro.
for 5 years?
Yeah,
wearing an
imagine seeing an
astronaut suit?
alien. Like I think it'd be cool.
No, imagine they just immediately they just square
Square
you
up.
up, bro. Like,
You're surrounded by like 5 fucking aliens that just jumped in.
oh fuck.
Bro, you know they probably fight different too. Because
Nah, they don't fight, bro.
we've like developed a fight like this. But like they probably developed like fight some
They
other
probably
shit.
beat your ass with
They
their
probably
tail.
just stare at you. Yeah.
You start fucking dissolving. Like, what's happening? That'd be crazy. That'd be
Nah,
terrible.
that'd be wild.
I would go.
You think aliens are like in space, or you think they're like in water?
What do you mean? In
Like if-
space or in water?
Like aliens, like where do they come from? If they're out there,
Like you think they're in our water?
yeah, like in the ocean.
I've heard about that. I've heard like there's theories that they're like that people think that they're like actually out there, like they have bases out in the
Yeah.
water.
I don't know.
Think about it, bro. Like we've only discovered like what is it, like 90s? I mean, my fault. We've only discovered like 3 or 5% of the ocean. That means there's still like 95, 97% of the ocean that we haven't discovered.
But I think they're doing right now. I think some people are doing. They got hired, not hired. They built robots to like scan the entire ocean. So they're going like layer by layer. I don't know how long it's supposed to take, but
That's gonna take a minute. Bro.
Nah, they never really gonna do that
they
shit.
ain't gonna make it done.
We will not see a map of the ocean in our lifetime.
Nah,
you don't think so?
Nah,
No.
ain't no way.
I feel like we.
Bro, there's
we
miles
might.
of caves, regular ass caves, just that go under
Oh
us.
yeah.
So think about
I
ocean
didn't even
caves and
think
shit.
about that. Yeah, like ocean caves and all that stuff. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. There's some crazy. Have you seen like any of like those huge caves that people go in, or like people
Yeah.
that like cave?
Mhm.
Oh, I was just
climb?
watching a movie the other day with my girl and shit. That shit was wild.
Was it a horror movie?
Yeah.
Was it? They're like climbing, like they're going in a cave.
Yeah, it was like a trip of like girls. They were taking like a girls trip, and for whatever reason they decided to go fucking cave diving. It was the dumbest shit ever.
Would you go into a cave? Not cave diving, but like, have you ever seen those huge caves where like they're so big that like wild like stuff grows in them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I would
do that shit.
Yeah. Not cave diving.
I would need like a flashlight.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And a gun. That's it.
Cause all right, remember when?
Yeah, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
Fucking bro. Who knows what the fuck is down there? Like.
Yeah, there's a theory that there's like some humans that live down there.
Like a lost civilization type shit.
Yeah.
I believe it.
That would be terrifying. They just never seen the sun.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, bro. There's fucking tribes in like the rainforest that's never seen any kind of like, you know.
Yeah, any type of civilization
or any of that.
Yeah, I was listening to a dude on a podcast talk about that. He was like, he goes down there. He's like, the most dangerous thing is the humans, like the tribes.
Yeah,
like, you don't got to worry about like leopards and snakes and crocs and all that. It's the tribes.
Or just like, you
like
know,
you definitely got to worry about
dehydration
crocs
or some shit.
You definitely got to worry about crocs.
We got to worry about them, but I think they're not as quick to attack you as just a tribe.
Oh, no, yeah.
Like a tribe will just. And they have like poison arrows and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Facts. Just put a little poison dart frog on them and shit.
Yo, it's crazy how fucking deadly those poison dart frogs are, bro.
Killed like 5 people, I think.
Yeah, like a fucking frog this big can kill all of us in like.
Just by touching it.
Yeah, in like half a second.
Damn. Imagine somebody touched it. Like, how many times do you think like they probably saw it and touched it before they realized it was bad? Because the first person probably touched it and they're like, he died, and they're probably like, oh, the gods were upset at him. Right. And then the second time they did,
we didn't sacrifice enough humans.
Then I bet you that's probably what happened. Like, there's probably like some crazy tribe out there that like that's happened, and they were like, oh god, we must sacrifice somebody, and they sacrificed somebody, and they did it again. And then that one died too.
They're like, oh fuck, okay, so it's not that.
But
so we sacrificed little Timmy for nothing.
Though. They didn't have gloves.
Huh?
They probably had gloves.
They have gloves.
They didn't have gloves. How the fuck they grab them?
Frogs? We're talking about like, imagine the first person to ever touched like a poison frog.
No, for sure. But I'm like, how the fuck did they grab them? Like, if they still don't, like, yeah, they would notice the trend. Like, all right, they're dying.
How do they grab them now?
How do they grab them? They're like, all right, we're gonna put this shit on. Like, the first guy to be like, we're gonna put this shit on some arrows.
They must have like fucking bow
like,
and arrow.
Probably like a cup or some shit. But I don't think they had gloves back in the day.
Like to catch. You talking like basically
just to catch it and then put it on the thing.
Yeah, like a plate or some shit. Just boom.
Yeah.
Like it's a damn cockroach.
Yeah.
Or maybe they leave, like, I'm sure they probably like leave like a little trail or like slime or something like that. You just rub your arrow on it.
Maybe.
And it just. You gotta think about it. They made ayahuasca, you know, like ayahuasca is.
Yeah.
They took like 2 different plants that are in like 2 different areas of like the Amazon or something like that, and they figured out that if you mix them together, it takes you on this like insane crazy trip.
Fucking jaguars do that shit though naturally. Like, there's these vines that grow, and jaguars take them, and like there's videos you could just see a jaguar tripping out and shit, and they do that to heighten their senses. Like, it makes them sharper, it makes their vision better when they go out and hunt. Like, they do that but like to recharge, and it's like they have a trip. You see them rolling on the ground, just like geeking.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the next day they're just
even animals like to get high.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I think that there is so much more to this earth than we fucking know.
Oh, 100%.
Because how the fuck does he know how to do that shit? And we also, like, say the natives, how'd they know that shit? How'd they figure out this shit? Like, there's no way that we just been around so long that we're just like, all right, what the fuck? Let's see you try it.
Yeah, it's just experimentation.
There has to be so much more than experimentation.
Try and error.
No, like, people knew. Someone told them. Like, someone, I don't know. Why we all got pyramids everywhere?
The pyramid one is crazy. I don't know about that one because
like we all got them and they had no connection that we know of.
Right.
Think about Egypt, 3,000 years ago, Mexico.
I don't know. I mean, the pyramid, the structure of a pyramid makes sense because that's the easiest thing. If you were to build something, I think thinking of like building a wall and then a ceiling is super difficult as a concept. But if you do build it and then make it slightly smaller and then slightly smaller, that would make sense. But the fact that they're big as fuck, I have no clue. Because they're also in There's like pyramids in.
There's pyramids in fucking Peru.
Mm-hmm.
Peru, Mexico, Egypt. There's some in. We were talking about Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, Thailand, that
Thailand
area.
shit, yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. They got all that.
In
shit
Brazil,
everywhere.
I think there's fucking pyramids.
Probably, bro. Like I know that they just did some shit. They get like 5 helicopters together to fly right next to each other, and then they each have a certain sonar machine, and then it sends off a shit. It bounces off the ground, sends it back up to the helicopters, and they can basically see under the trees.
Oh shit!
I've heard about that. Yeah, they did that, and they found like spirals at the pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Spirals?
so they think there's like these things that they found that like the pyramids extend down.
Oh shit!
So they think that there's like even more to the pyramid.
Oh shit!
I heard some rapper talking about that. They basically believe that it's like a prism. So like, cause some I don't know. Supposedly like, they said the pharaoh lit up the night sky through the pyramid or some shit. Basically being that it was like something that the moonlight would come down, hit the pyramid, and since it has that light, it would be like almost like it'll refract off the bottom of the pyramid inside of it, shoot up into the sky, and light up the whole night. Supposedly that was night before.
Damn, bro, imagine being the fucking pharaoh.
Yeah, the pharaohs were living.
Yo, them boys was lit.
They were living life. Because your whole community is worshiping you.
Yeah. And you imagine being like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, but hey, I'm getting just worshipped by these dumb motherfuckers.
Well, they must build it into you, because I think if you were told every single day that you're like better than every else, and you're like royalty,
right?
There, you probably would like be in your head. By the time you're
at
like
some point
5,
you start believing it.
6, you're like, I am actually better than everybody.
I think that shit also gotta like, I don't know, that shit gotta fuck some people up.
What you mean?
Like, there's people that handle it good, just like with anything in life.
Oh, for sure.
There's people that handle it well, and then there's gonna still be the humble people,
the crash outs,
and then there's gonna be the crash outs.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? Like, shit, there's someone that you could give them $1 million, they will never spend that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you give someone else $1 million, that shit gone tomorrow. Like,
that is true. I think a lot of what the Egyptians did is they had like, you had like a group kind of like babysitters when you were growing up, and they would like mold you and like
into what they.
Because I'm sure like the first ones were probably like fucked up, and they're like, all right, we gotta make a group or something that calms these niggas down. Make a group chat. Yeah. Like, hey, bro.
I mean, shit. Think about it. It's like that with celebrities too, though. Yeah. They all got their, their media team. They got people keeping them in check. Like, yo, don't do that, bro. Don't.
Not Kanye.
Kanye said fuck all that.
Kanye did say fuck all that. Yeah. He did it for a while though. He was good for a long time.
He was straight.
Yeah, I remember when he walked into the sign. Huh? He was trying to hide from the paparazzi. The motherfucker hit the sign.
Oh yeah, that shit's funny.
Who was this?
It's a while ago, bro.
No, that was when he was still with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I
don't even think he was with the Kardashians. I don't know. He might have been.
When he was.
When he did it? Yeah.
I've never seen that. I've just seen the one where it's like, "Hey Kanye, good morning." He's like, "Shut the fuck."
Yeah, Kanye's wild, bro. There's a couple of them out there that are wild.
Dude, there's pyramids. All right, so there's pyramids in Australia, Belize, Canada, China, Egypt, El Salvador, France, Germany, Greece, Guatemala, Honduras, Indonesia, Iran, Japan, Mexico, Peru, Sudan, UAE, and the U.S.
Damn.
There's one in the U.S.?
Where?
There's a couple.
Vegas?
Low key, Brett. Man, these sound like they were. Oh, these are like, I feel like these are fake pyramids, maybe. You know what I mean? No, this is a real one, but it's tiny.
Where's it at?
Oh, it's in Wyoming. It was built in the 1800s. It doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't count. But that's crazy that there are pyramids like everywhere.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking places, man, for there to be like pyramids and shit.
Oh, I mean, there's the bow theory, because like, a lot of cultures have like the bow and arrow. Yeah. There's a theory that like somebody, or there was a group of people, like a group or something like that, was traveling, and they invented the bow, and then they traveled and went to places, and then people saw them use the bow, and then eventually everybody was using bows. Right. So it's like maybe the same thing happened with pyramids. Like somebody built the first pyramid, and they're like, "Hey, look how we do it." I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can see that.
That's why I'm like, that'd be so cool to like travel back then, because you just have no clue.
Yeah, no, that's true. But what do you think is down there, or like inside the pyramids?
Well, I've been in a pyramid.
Oh yeah, when you went to Egypt, right? Yeah.
It's I mean, the Egyptian ones are more like That's where the tomb goes. So basically, they build a pyramid for whoever is the pharaoh at the time.
Okay.
So from the time they become pharaoh until the time they die, they're building their pyramid. And basically, once they die, they kind of stop. So they kind of plan it to build it and finish it by the time they die. So that way, when they die, they can bury them in the pyramid and seal it up. So it's basically
it's the fucking tomb.
So, but it's a big old tomb with like a whole bunch. It's just like a whole bunch of pathways, and then you get buried there. And then they have like rooms and stuff. I don't think they put family in them. Like your wife, like I forgot the Gaddafi, I think his name was, or something like that. The biggest pyramid that's in Egypt, he had 3 wives. Okay. So they're buried like outside. I think he had his mom also buried, and his dad. Or no, his dad had a different pyramid, but his mom was buried there or something like that. That's wild as shit. So that is, bro. That's wild. They all got their own pyramids. I'm like, damn.
And we go thousands of miles away to go visit them. We don't even know who the fuck they are.
I know. I know. It is crazy to think about. It's just like when I saw a pyramid like for the first time, I was like, dude, that's like, it's kind of insane because it looks fake. Right. Because you're just driving and then you just see like
it just pops up.
You just see a big old sculpture. Like you see a city, and then behind the city you just see like this big old sculpture. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's wild. That gotta be crazy.
Like people were building that shit. Maybe.
Aliens
are building.
No, people built it.
Maybe.
I think so, bro. Cause I seen a video of some dude. He built one in his backyard, and like he had not dead eyes.
There it is, dude.
Nah,
he built a pyramid in his backyard.
He was like, bro, look, this is how they did it, and he did all that shit himself. Like, and I see the shit that they use, the way that they use certain tools. If you got thousands and millions of people working on this shit, you get it done. Think about it: 100 people versus a gorilla, or 1 million people versus a pyramid.
But see, then like I watch videos like the Indonesian people fucking building the fucking what's it called? I know you've seen the videos like the 3 a.m. videos. It's just Indonesian people fucking building like an underground pool.
I heard that shit's fake though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, so you're the guy building. No, there's no way. Once you see a pyramid, you're like, how the fuck did they build this?
Nah, homie was hitting that shit. Yeah. Like he just used wood, and like he made like mechanisms to turn the like it's physics. It's all physics. So maybe then I'd understand. Maybe we learned it from somewhere, but I think we built it though.
Sure, man. I don't know. I think they think that they didn't have the access to like all the physics and levers and pulleys and stuff back then.
And see, that's all he used.
Yeah,
like levers, pulleys, and it's like if you build it while it's up. I don't know. I ain't gonna try to explain that shit.
But I know it's like they're like because if you put somebody on a ramp, it's a lot easier to move it versus like lifting it up. So you put it on the ramp, but to get to the top, the ramp needs to be like a mile, like long or something like that, which would be kind of crazy.
Because then you'd spend all your time building the ramp.
So you'd have to like the ramp would be long as fuck. Then you have to push it up the ramp, and it would just I don't know, it's crazy.
That's wild.
And they don't move. Like I've touched them. I tried to push it. That shit does not move.
You imagine you touch it, that shit just fucking deteriorates.
But that's just not no glue. Like they just put a rock on a rock on a rock.
It's
on
just
a rock.
heavy rocks.
Some mud.
Heavy ass fucking rocks.
Slap some mud on there.
Well, it's crazy. They put they had protective like shields on there, like coats or something like that, basically on top of it, which was like granite, I think. And people stole all the granite. So like they came and they stole all of it, and then so now it's just the steps. So it wasn't originally like that. It was originally smooth.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is even crazier.
All right, never mind. That's different.
Yeah. So
that's wild.
Imagine the only way back down is you got to slide down that bitch.
Damn.
Like, all right, work's done, boys. Just slide down that bitch.
That fucking
bro,
slide
and you
in
know,
Chicago.
as in Egypt, it's hot as fuck. Bro, your ass gonna be on fire.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the slide from hell.
That's tough.
That's why they had carpets to slide in.
Type shit, just fucking slide down in the carpet.
Oh my god! Can show you. My girl said, "Don't get canceled. It's too late."
It's Aladdin? No, you're fine.
I'll be alright.
Yeah, you're fine. They're not even. I don't even. Aladdin's in a fake country.
Huh?
Aladdin's not in the real country.
What you mean?
Yeah, you're right. Because wasn't he like the Prince of Persia? And Persia is not even like.
No. Aladdin country. It's called like.
Oh, so it's like it's a country that doesn't exist.
It's called Agrabah.
Agrabah.
That's not a real country. Yeah.
It's not a real country.
No.
Oh, fuck Aladdin.
It's like Wakanda
Type shit.
True.
Yeah, the Aladdins. Well,
The Aladdins.
except Wakanda might be real.
Is it?
Maybe.
Bro, Africa's big. Like, Africa's fucking huge.
That's true. Yeah.
That would be a place for these niggas to be.
The
Just
aliens?
hiding. No. Well, maybe.
What are you talking about?
Wakandans. Like, we would have found them in the States, I think. Maybe.
We would have found them in the States.
Yeah, I think so.
That shit wouldn't exist here.
No, yeah, you're right. They could.
We've only been here 250 years.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, what if somebody was here before we got here?
They'd look like
Yeah, we killed them all.
Yeah, it's true. With the blankets and shit. That is a terrible way to go out. You're like, ooh, what is this? This is so warm. Can you imagine seeing us?
Wait, what?
What?
The blankets, what the fuck?
Like this, like the joke, like we killed Native Americans with blankets.
For real?
Because we gifted them blankets, and the blankets had diseases.
Damn.
Yeah.
We ain't give them no blankets. We was fucking on them blankets.
And then they got,
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
It's a good night.
I was thinking, like, imagine them, like, being Native American, and you see a gun for the first time. Like, when was the last time you ever seen something that you didn't know existed?
That's a great question.
But that shit look like a stick. Them old guns look like sticks. They're gonna be like, yo, this motherfucker just killed him with a stick. Like
yeah, they're probably like, what the fuck? Because you're.
They probably thought they were like,
then you hear that
traveling.
shit. You feel me?
Loud.
Like, yeah, nah.
You see them.
Cause what other loud noise happens like naturally, like that loud, naturally happens
in the world?
Like, think about, like, you're just a Native American. You don't got fireworks. You don't got shit that like they got arrows and shit. Like, nothing is loud.
Mm-hmm.
A tree might fall and that shit might be loud.
That's got to be the loudest thing, like a tree falling.
Like lightning or thunder.
Lightning.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about
thunder.
that shit.
Yeah, that would be. But still,
yeah,
like just seeing a gun for the first time. Like, that's gonna be insane.
Imagine seeing lightning for the first time, though. Like, you never, like, you just, there's no history, there's no science. You just look up and you see that shit just.
Yeah, no, that's wild, bro.
Everything catches on fire. You're just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, no, that's insane.
Damn. I mean, that happened to us, technically.
Yeah,
There was a time when we saw lightning we didn't know. No one told us. I'm sure no one told us about lightning before it happened.
Nah, because I'm thinking, anytime I think of, like, all right, anytime I think of lightning, I think of someone maybe being like, yo, it's just lightning. Chill.
Mm-hmm.
What if your mom don't even know what that shit is? She's like, I don't fucking know, bro.
Oh,
like
there was no storms.
Nah, there's just no history, nothing. Like, you just see
we just
that
know
shit.
it, like it's there.
So what do you think would be the wildest thing to see for the first time? That?
Lightning?
Like
That's
a tornado, bro.
Nah, a tornado would probably.
Imagine seeing a tornado for the first time.
Fucking tsunami, bro.
Oh, like a big ass wave.
Yeah, but you're just taking a walk with your dog, and then like a 60-foot wave is just coming at you.
I don't know.
But you've seen baby waves. I feel like it wouldn't be that much of a surprise. I think tornado might be up there. Because, like, I think you could picture, if you see a baby wave, that there's a bigger wave. What the fuck is a baby tornado? I guess you see, like, trash rolling around.
The fire ones, they have fire tornadoes.
Fire tornadoes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that comes from, like, lightning, too, though. Like, when lightning hits something, catches on fire, and then the tornado catches it.
That's crazy.
But I think low-key tornadoes are definitely underrated storms. Like, who was it? I think I knew somebody that had been in a tornado, and they were saying, like, yo, like, hurricanes, you know, it's just mad rain,
right? Strong
winds, like, you know, you
but
don't
like
really...
hurricanes do some damage, but that they'll do more damage than tornado.
Nah.
Hurricane Katrina, bro.
I mean, well, yeah, like, overall, but I'm thinking, like, if I'm in my house, would I rather be like, all right, there might be a plank or some shit that I'm like being able to be floating up. That shit comes through your house, bro. You got a fucking toilet bowl just hits your head, bro. Like like anything hits you, your ceiling comes in, bro. You go flying 200 feet.
You start just getting lifted up.
You get picked up by a fucking windstorm with a car in the middle of it,
and then like at the same time, like you low key would like kind of just not be able to breathe if you get stuck in there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, because it's gonna be like,
strong winds, bro. You just can't breathe.
Damn.
You just. Bro, like a tornado's fucking scary. And you just see a cloud just coming towards you, bro.
Yeah, because hurricanes are scary, but like I think they're too big for you to realize it's a hurricane.
Right.
It would
and
seem like a storm.
That's true.
But a tornado is just like you see it and you're like, oh, okay, what is that?
Like a hurricane too, though. That's like, all right, they'd let you know like maybe like 3 days, 4 days in advance. Like, yo, get the fuck out of your house. This shit about to hit. A tornado is just like you'll be chilling 1 second, then they're like, "Yo, don't be a mile from here." Next thing you know, that's your fucking crib.
It's so
and
crazy.
then it's there. Like you're just like, "Yo," and then they don't even just come in one. I thought they just happened like one tornado. Anytime it's a tornado, it's like 4 tornadoes.
Multiple, yeah.
So it's just like you're just like, fuck. It's a waiting game.
You know what natural disaster is like? Kind of. It happens a lot, but like I don't even know how like bad it can get. An earthquake.
Yeah.
An earthquake, because they can do some damage, but it's like how much? Like we know,
like an earthquake. Yeah,
you know
I felt an earthquake, and it's like. It's so weird.
It's weird.
I was in Cali. I had like there was one in Bakersfield, and I was like,
earthquakes happen a lot out there, huh? In Cali.
Yeah, I was like 3 hours south, and I was like in my bed, and it was like it moved so weird because you're moving, but you're not moving.
Right. I remember when the earthquake hit Charlotte. You remember that shit? A couple years ago.
Did it really?
Remember? Yeah. I felt that shit. I like woke up walking my dog. Well, I woke up and I went to go walk my dog, and I thought I was still like fucking asleep. I went right back to sleep, and then I saw that there was a fucking earthquake. I'm like, oh shit, so that's what the fuck it was.
It feels so weird. Yeah, earthquake would probably be terrifying too, but you can't see it.
That's what I'm saying.
You just don't know what's happening. You're just like,
as far as natural disasters, I feel like that's probably
lower.
Floods are scary too, though.
Fuck yeah.
Cause when that whole Asheville shit happened, like when the whole hurricane hit Asheville, I had gone the day before. Like I went to Asheville. Through Asheville. When I got to where I was at in Tennessee, the highway was not like that shit was gone.
Bro, there's still
there was a landslide that was not there.
Yeah.
Like
they're still working on that shit, bro. Like that shit's not even nowhere near being back to what it was.
Bro, there was work. They were already doing construction. So imagine all the work that they had already done is gone, and then they have to start over.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But see, flood is just basically like the aftermath of a tsunami.
Yeah.
No, but there's flash floods.
That's what we were seeing, bro, and that shit was fucking scary because you're driving down the mountain, but then you're like, yo, I just drove up this street an hour ago. That river was not where it is. Now this shit is
like the water
is like getting onto the road now, and you're like, I gotta get the fuck home, or even if I do get home, I'm on the fucking side of a mountain. That bitch could come down and just take everything.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's also like in the desert, like in like Arizona and stuff like that, those flash floods, because like there's a trail, it's called Zion National Park. There's a trail you can take, but they say if like you see any sign of like any clouds or rain or anything, you have to leave because it's like you're in a big old valley, and that valley fills up in like 5-10 minutes, and you're fucked.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Imagine everybody trying to dip traffic. You start seeing that shit.
Just running. Because you're already in water. It's already like 1 foot of water. Right. So you're hiking in water. And then you try to like run back. Yeah, you're
see, the world's scary, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Shit, Venice. You know Venice?
Oh, yeah. Venice got wiped out by the fucking volcano.
No, that's Pompeii.
That's Pompeii. What are you talking about, Venice?
Venice, that's the city with no roads. That they all go everywhere on the fucking gondola. They get on that little boat and paddle everywhere. But now it's rising, so it's hard to get
Venice
is a little.
Yeah, I think they say it's gonna be like underwater by like 20.
It's a whole You ever played Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Remember when there was there's no streets, so you just had to go from building to building.
Kind of like the canals and shit.
Yeah. So the canals, that's Venice. So they're saying that's just going up so much that it's like people's first floor already got water in it.
Damn. Yeah. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's supposed to be gone. I think by like 20.
So it's gonna do California, right? Like California's slowly like getting.
Well, Miami is like that. I know that. Miami's
fucking bad.
I heard California's pretty bad too.
Every
year, like it's, dropping an inch into the water.
I'm sure it is, but the thing is, California is so wild because like you'll be at. Have you been to LA?
Nah.
Have you? Like when you're at Venice Beach. In Venice Beach, you play GTA 5.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because you're like right there, Venice Beach. You drive like a little bit. If there's no traffic, you can drive like 30 minutes. Boom, you're in a mountain that's like 10,000 feet. It's kind of crazy how like.
You just go from I see what you're saying.
So I think a lot of it would be underwater. Like LA would be cooked, but like there's hella mountains there.
Yeah.
So like there's mountains that are like 14,000 feet. That'd be fine. So.
Cali's just a crazy place. Like that shit got mountains, and it got the fucking lagunas inside the mountains, and it got like.
Is it the Ring of Fire out there too?
That's like that whole border.
Yeah,
like,
right.
All the way down to, I believe, about like Chile.
The Ring of Fire.
The volcanoes.
Oh,
because there's like a whole bunch of tectonic plates and all that. Or the big tectonic plate, that's where the fault line is. Like they got the San Andreas fault.
Yeah.
That's just like crazy.
Damn. Yeah, no, Cali's cool though. You should go.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for like how like the homeless situation.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
What?
I don't know.
Nah, if it was for the homeless situation and all that shit, and just like the forest fires. But besides that place is cool as fuck.
Yeah, you think? Yeah.
What?
Now, you remember the fires that like happened in Hawaii? Mm-hmm. A lot of the conspiracy theories were saying that it was like Oprah and shit.
Oprah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. Oprah started forest fires.
Yeah. I can see it was Oprah.
Well,
it was somebody though.
It's kind of weird because I think some people were saying that like companies were already coming in to like buy
That's what I'm saying.
land as soon as it got wiped out,
yep.
and they're like,
it's the same thing with Asheville that happened here.
A little sketchy. Really happened to Asheville?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
What?
Like a lot of people, like a lot of what's it called, like companies and shit were like buying a lot of the land out there in Asheville and shit.
Because I've heard that's why like some of the smaller towns, they haven't really gotten like funding to like fix shit, and it's like eventually people are just gonna have to leave.
Yeah, whether they like it or not, they're gonna
have to like go, or they're build it themselves or something like that, and then they can just come in and bloop, 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 bloop.
Collect up the profit.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I heard during COVID, because I got a homie from out there, and he said that when COVID happened, everybody from like, let's say New York and like Cali, like all the bigger cities were, you know, just mad congested, you know, they realized we're at harm being around all these fucking people. So they had the money to come into these smaller mountain towns, buy everything up already because the market wasn't where it's at, especially since 2020 to now. Like, you know, they came, bought everything out, and now it made it hard for the people that actually live there to live there, you know.
That's fucked.
That is fucked.
But that's everywhere, though. Look at every single place out here.
It's like gentrification on a much larger scale.
Yeah, because it's like less. Because Charlotte's going to take a while. That's my thing. It's like, how does gentrification end? Does it just... Is it like a cycle? I don't think it's the end. Huh?
I don't think it ends.
Does it cycle though? Like eventually because you'll go out of like, let's say like, you'll go to a new area. Like you go to like the west. You go to like here and you go to like south side, and then like east side, north side, and you like go west side or something like that. Right. But let's say you're like building out on the west side. Does like something fall off? Like does the north side get like ungentrified or south side or something like that?
That's what you're saying.
And it just becomes a cycle. Like you're just like, oh, go to this spot. Go to this spot. Go to this spot. Which might be because you know, like Independence used to be the spot. Yeah. Like Independence used to be nice as fuck. Like that was like South End kind of. Like it was like that's where people hung out. Like all on the damn, you know that restaurant that looks like a Sonic, right across from Bojangles Coliseum.
Oh yeah. Like you're talking about yeah.
That used to be like the spot back in the day. Like my dad.
Back in the day.
When my dad was like our age, yeah, like they would be all out there. And there was hella clubs.
You're talking about what was it, 88? I think it's called 88 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
So all of that, but now it's kind of like fell off.
You ever been there?
Like to eat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, but there's like never anybody there.
I didn't even know it was really like open like that. It just looks like it's dead. Mm-hmm.
But shit, I think like that whole gentrification shit, it makes people move, and like we almost do the work for them. Like let's say an underdeveloped city or underdeveloped town, people are just gonna be like, fuck, I can't afford it here. I gotta go to this fucking poor ass place. Next thing you know, 20 years go by, a lot of their family came and a lot of their family came. Now this shit is kind of like semi-developed. Right. Next thing you know, we're like, all right, y'all did all the work for us. Boom, we're gonna come in and make this shit expensive as fuck and make it the new urban little town to move into, and this, that, the third. And it's a cycle. Like you said, it's gonna keep going.
If you rent, I think if you buy though, you're a little bit better off.
Yeah, but even then, bro, it gets to the point where like the property tax just gets so
and the
fucking
HOAs,
high.
Like that. They start including HOAs.
So you look at other countries, like if I were to go buy a property in fucking Colombia and it's $20,000, I pay $20,000 and then I never have to pay income or property tax or anything ever again. Like I own it and that's it.
Damn, really?
Like out here, we have to, even once we own it, we still pay property tax and this and that or whatever the fuck. Over there, it's just like, you got it. Cool. That's why right now in Florida, I just seen that shit today. They're trying to pass that shit in Florida.
Oh, like once you buy a house,
like once you get it, you get it.
That's it.
Remove complete property tax.
Yeah. Damn. They're gonna run out of space down there. That's the thing, because I think Florida, they're more willing to do that because you have to have money to go down there. Because like insurance companies are, I think, leaving Florida because all the hurricanes and stuff like that. Yeah. So you have to have money to be able to rebuild your house if you can't get insurance, because the insurance be so expensive. But they also have the thing where if you go bankrupt, you can keep your house. Like they'll let you keep your house.
Really?
Like if you go bankrupt, they take everything usually. But I think Florida, they let you keep your house.
That makes sense.
So what's everything though?
I guess everything else.
If you bankrupt,
yeah,
they take. I think anything that they like find that they think is valuable that they can sell. So.
Ain't taking the Charizard Pokemon card.
Shit.
Yo, imagine.
I
Sell
mean,
that shit in a police auction.
The best way to get out of like them taking your money is, I don't know if this is, if you go to jail for doing this shit, don't listen to me. I never said this, but you can go, like say you have $1 million in the bank, you take out the $1 million.
Oh, casino and get chips. Yeah.
Get chips.
I remember you telling me that shit.
Shit.
And
who gonna let you get $1 million in chips and leave though?
Caesars.
And leave?
Well, not leave, but I mean, if you do it small enough, they can't.
Like in small increments and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20K.
Yeah, you 20K. Come, you play one game, you leave, and they're like, all right. Just keep stacking chips. They probably figure it out eventually. Oh yeah, especially the ones in Las Vegas. They figure it out.
You could hit different casinos.
Yeah.
You could just hit. I'm pretty sure people get $100K any day.
Yeah. Well, Dana has.
Yeah, Dana be playing $100,000 fucking hands.
So you feel me? So it's like, all right, you get $100,000 in each. Play with some. You know, you got to spend that shit at some point. You can't just like lose 20 on each. You'll be all right. You'll make it there. I think at some point.
And you put the chips.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money.
No.
And shit, at that point, let's say if you win on a $50K bet, you might just end up with more money than you came in with.
All right, no, that's how you lose all your money. That's how you lose all your damn bread.
Bro, some people are wild. Bro, our boy Luis, he was telling us that one of his clients like knew some guy that went to Vegas and gambled his son's like tuition money. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Was his son going to college?
He killed himself, right?
Yeah, he killed himself.
The son?
No, he lost. No. The dad. He gambled that shit away, lost that shit, and then went to the top of the balcony and just, you know, jumped off.
His shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, what the fuck? Why? Like, that's something like, damn, like, was he like thinking, he's like, okay, I got the tuition. What if I double it and then I can give it to him and then also keep some for me? I was like, what's the mindset? What's the thought process?
Scared money don't make money.
That's true. How you gonna save money? How you gonna save up tuition? And then just go, like, you would think if you have the discipline to like save up your kids' tuition, you would not do that shit.
Bro, but that's some fuck shit. You know how fucking like, damn, bro. Imagine his kid trying to be a doctor, and he's like, bro, this was my only shot. Like, what the fuck? Like,
nah, bro has to work at fucking McDonald's and make Big Macs all day.
And then you're just like, bro, my dad just killed himself. We're out money. He can't provide for my family. Now I gotta go fucking, bro. I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Hell no.
Damn, that sounds like a horror film.
That's wild.
But then there's people who just fucking fuck you money. And then, like, remember I was telling you about that dude? Yo, homie went to the shit, right? He went with his father-in-law. His father-in-law sold some company, made crazy bank. He goes, first hand, he's like, let me get 50. So my boy thinks he meant $50. The motherfucker said 50,000. Dropped that shit, lost it. He's like, let me get another one. Dropped it, lost it. Give me another one, lost it. He went to the bathroom, came back, was like, I'm up $250,000. Don't worry. I know you were scared for me. Like, I'm like, bro, like, he's just chilling, drunk as fuck.
Nah, bro, you meet all types of people at the casino.
Yeah, no.
It's wild.
Those Asians?
They be going crazy.
They're always there.
Yeah, they be going crazy.
I don't know where the fuck they back.
That's their culture, though. Like,
yeah.
They've been doing that for thousands of years, bro.
I know, but where they got all that bread from? It's gotta be the ones that can make it out. That make it out of like China and Japan and like Korea and all that shit, and then they come here.
I don't think the ones that really got money really trying to escape China though.
Depends.
Cause think about it, I think over there, if you make good bread, like I think you're good.
I feel like that's anywhere though. Like as long as you make good bread anywhere, I could be in fucking Mexico and fucking Australia. If I'm making good money there, why the fuck would I leave?
Because I think they send their kids to school here and then they just go back.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure China could like just yank all your shit if they wanted to. Oh, like they have that power. Like the government has the power to. Here, at least you have like a little bit more, I guess, freedom with your money. Like I think the U.S. would be not the best. Actually, no. There's like Switzerland and like Sweden and Panama. Shit like that. What about Panama? Wait, what? Do they have not? They're like chill.
No extradition.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
They're like the Switzerland of like Central America.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
That would be nice. No, but I couldn't do Panama. You're too close to other countries. I'd be like, let's go down there. Next thing you know, I'm in El Salvador in prison.
Nah, fuck El Salvador.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nah. But bro, they think that shit's like all peaches and cream, bro.
He hates Bukele, bro.
No, I don't hate Bukele. I don't hate Bukele at all. If everything he's like doing is good, that's good. Yeah. But like I really think homie about to be a like.
He thinks he's on a bigger plane.
He's gonna be like
I think he's he's about to be a dictator. Think about it. He already extended his term. Like, you know, people voted on it. I think it's like.
Yeah, bro. Just because it happened in Nicaragua, don't mean it's going to happen
in a lot of countries, bro. It happened in Cuba. It happened in Nicaragua. It happened in Venezuela. It happened in.
That's crazy.
Iran.
The only one though, this one's public that we're helping him.
That's true.
Like every other time, it's been private. Like Castro was private.
And like, Nicaragua was private.
Nicaragua was private. Yeah. And like all those other like during the Cold War were all private. And like I guess what was it, Saddam Hussein, or like the Middle East?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe helped that too.
I think is Iraq or Iran? One of the two. I think Iraq. Yeah.
Right. I should know this. I was in the military. Damn. I always fucking forget, bro. Iraq, yeah. But yeah, I can see that. So you think he's like this is like the beginning?
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he like whenever someone's about to be there for mad long, it's not because people don't fuck with him. Like there's people that like, all right, I'm gonna come in and Fez did a sweep, clear house.
Right.
I'm gonna take over by force. But then there's most people that become dictators, they get there appointed by the people. In my opinion, from what I've seen, I don't know. But I'm just saying.
That is true.
I mean, how long is there like presidential?
I think El Salvador's president. I think you could only do 2 terms until he changed it, or the people voted on it to change it.
So 2 terms as well. Same thing as here, 8 years.
I believe.
It initially allowed presidents to serve a single 5-year term and prohibited re-election, but it changed in 2021.
Oh shit! So 10 years, right now.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I ain't hating though. If he's a good dude, he's a good dude. He's been doing great things. He changed the country around. That's all him. But that shit's just crazy. I think I don't know, conspiracy maybe.
I can see that because I mean the same thing happened with Hitler, Putin.
What happened with Hitler?
Like Hitler was actually like elected.
Really?
Like I just watched this whole documentary on like basically on Hitler, and it's kind of insane like how he like strategized everything because he ran for president, or I guess I don't know if it was called president back then, but had like a different name. But he basically ran for that like twice or 3 times and then lost, and then he had a big ass group, and there was like another guy who was like the second in command, like the vice president essentially was like, hey, if we get Hitler and we can like get him on our side and like get his people to stop, like chill out. So he got him like the 3rd position or whatever, and then he switched out and came to second in command, and then the first one either like retired or died or something like that, and then Hitler. That's when he got in there.
True.
So it was low. He was getting elected. Like he had like 30% of the vote at one point.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know.
I feel like that's just been getting pushed. I don't know about like y'all's feeds, but like I be seeing like hella like Jews either talking about don't be anti-Semitic, or then it's just mad anti-Semitism.
Like just one
ever
or the
since
other?
like the whole like Trump got elected and the whole Elon shit, like I just been getting hella that shit. I don't know.
Nah.
I can see that. It's on TikTok, Instagram, what?
Everything. Bro.
On everything?
Mainly Instagram though.
Yeah. I can see it more on Instagram.
Maybe it's the memes though.
It's the memes.
Just the memes, yeah.
The only ones I get are the ones you send me.
Some insane memes. But yeah. Listen, it's been a little bit of time.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what time it is.
I have no idea.
No.
It's like 10.
Word?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like
shit.
10 something.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it is.
But listen, thank y'all for coming on the podcast.
I appreciate you for having us.
Facts. Take time out of your busy schedules. Your all your cuts you had today.
Facts. All 37.
38 cuts. But yeah, if y'all still watching this, I love y'all. I'll throw their Instagrams or bios or whatever they want.
All that good stuff.
In the bio.
Make sure y'all go book your appointments.
Yeah.
Book
them.
You know where it's at.
Best barbers in Charlotte.
I don't know about that, but
well,
I'll try my best.
Best Hispanic barbers that have been on this podcast in Charlotte.
Facts.
We'll take that one.
Exactly.
All right.
Catch y'all next one.
Type shit.
Peace.
All right.